guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. All right, so as you saw by the title, the heavily weighted thing, which is the Reggae Boyz squad to face Mexico, is here, and we're going to go through it, take some calls, because this is just the reaction video. All right, this is just a reaction video, so hopefully that is okay for you guys. I will be writing it up myself as I go, and later I will come back with a much better breakdown on the football inside. All right, yes, so hopefully you guys are well. We did a video early on talking about Mr. Russell. So let me go over the actual squad, and I'm going to put it up separate as well. So the squad list: Concacaf Nations League, Amari Bell, which we talked about. He is in it. All right. Yes, Amari Bell is in it. Jamal Lowe, Ethan Pinnock, Jonathan Russell. So that corrected what we stated yesterday, which is, yes, he's actually gotten a passport. So he has actually gotten a passport. So that is perfectly fine. Bobby Reid, Demario Phillips. So that's one of the personnel that got selected before. Dexter Lambakisa, Adrian Mariappa, Kevin Lambert. We talked about Kevin Lambert as well. Jamali Waite, Cory Burke, Damian Lowe, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison, Kaheem Paris, Richard King, Shamar Nicholson, Trevante Stewart, Kanaya Boyce Clark, woo woo, Amal Knight, Javine Brown, Kemar Lawrence, and Leon Bailey. I'm going to put it up in my system now so we can properly go through it. As you come in, guys, make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. This is the heavily anticipated thing that you guys claim that you wanted. So show with the likes on it. Let me tap 200, 300 likes in this short time, guys. This short time. We're going to go through all of the personnel that have been left out for several different reasons. All right, because sometimes you will listen to certain things, you don't get certain people, then you start questioning what really happened. We will try and provide you with that information as well. All right, yes. So let me make sure put it right here. Are you guys okay with this squad? Are you guys okay with the squad? All right, so I'm going to put it up on the screen because I know you guys might not hear it properly, so I have to put it on the screen so you can get a chance to hear it properly. All right, so I will have to write it right after for you. All right, I had to put it out on my my socials, but I have to start this first, and whilst I'm doing this right here, I will put it out on the social at the same time. All right, yes. So and remember, this is just the squad I'm talking about. I was not in any press conference. Yes, so I will have to talk about this, just the squad itself. All right, so that is out and stunting. Let me get the comments on the personnels them, and let me put up the additional graph here while we go through the thing. All right, yes. So this is the additional graph right here. Let me give it. Kevin, big up on yourself. People, share the live, share the live, share the live wherever you can. All right, you know, from we say streets, we say streets. Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Chris Smith, massive respect. Sian, big up yourself. We here, of course. Where else you could have there? Where else you could have there, Sheridan? Massive respect. All right, Marcus, big up yourself. Osh Puppy. Um, DNA, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. JD, nothing don't change. Andre Gray don't get call. All right. Wow. So let me chop it up now, man. No Pinnock, no man. Pinnock is there. That's why I'm pulling. Just let me give. That's why I said hit the like button and share the video, so I don't have to be sharing the video for you. All right, you should have done your job, you know. I have to be doing your job for you. You see it? Yes, I have to be doing your job for you, and then you're out here fighting me when I am the one doing your job, sharing it, and then providing you with the names and everything on the paper at the same time. All right, yes. So you should have done that. You should have went to 50 likes instant, and then tell everybody. All right. So let me. 1 second, guys. 1 second. This is not going to take no time. I'm just sharing it in my Discord. All right, so we are done and dusted. Let me put in the names now for you right now, so you can get it. All right, Jamaica. All right, so Jamaica, and then we are going to go through all the players. Let me make sure the shirt is properly set. All right. Yep. All right. All right. Third, black. All right. So mean. Third, second, black. All right, so that is the listing now. Let me fill in the keepers for you to make sure you can see it properly, so you don't have to mistake anything. All right, yes. So let me go through it one more time, and then we can have it on the listing. So the goalkeepers that we have Connor Boyz Clark. So Boyz Clark has actually gotten his call. So let me know if people are actually okay with that. Boyz Clark got his call. A lot of people said yes. Amal Knight got his call. We had expected that because Amal Knight did well for the team. I know some people don't want him in the team. That is fair because you have your own judgment. But I saw him against Suriname, and I thought that he was in integral towards Jamaica getting any point out of the Suriname, at least away game. So I think he deserves it. Jamali Wait. Amali Wait, which is the keeper that played well in the Cameroon game. So those are the three keepers. You have Boyz Clark, Jamali Wait, Amal Knight. I am okay with what I saw right there. All right. Yes. So let me go to the defenders now. Amari. All right. Amari Bell. All right. Yes. Ethan Pinnock. Damian Lowe. Damian Lowe made it. Dexter Lambakisa. So Dexter Lambakisa is in it. All right. Mbekisa. He is in it as a defender. Damian Lowe. So Damian Lowe, Dexter Lambakisa, Adrian Mariappa. Ooh, I know a lot of people might not 100% okay with that. Adrian Mariappa. Are you guys okay with that one? Because you guys were complaining about Mariappa inclusion and saying is this his number. So let me know. Mariappa in the team. All right. Let me see. Richard King made the listing. All right. Wow. All right. Now I can see where people have problems. All right. So Javane Brown to finish off the defense, the center back, or no, the defensive side. Javane Brown. Javane Brown. Yeah, let me make sure I don't miss out anyone. Javane Brown and Taxi Lawrence. Okay, Taxi Lawrence came back in this one. So no Greg Lee in this one. Remember Greg Lee at the released statement that he's waiting on a call. So Greg Lee was not called for this one. Obviously, he was coming from an injury, but they said that they were waiting on Jamaica to get to them. So Greg Lee was not included in this one. All right. So you see the reason why it's good to actually get information directly before we get into these conversations. Yes. All right. So midfield now, guys. Midfield now. All right. Midfield. We have Ravel Morrison. Midfield, we have Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison. Daniel Johnson. All right. Daniel Johnson. Demario Phillips. He had enough chance. You guys look at Demario Phillips because he was okay. He was okay for me, to be honest. We talked about it in the post match. All right. So, but you thought he did enough to get a actual start? Let me know, because that is the question people will ask right there. All right, do you believe that he did enough to get a actual start? All right, Kevin Lambert to finish off the midfielder rules. All right, Kevin Lambert. Want to see what he has to offer this time around. And remember, he can play centre back as well. And Russell. So John Russell in it. So John Russell. All right, so that is the midfielders that we have right here. And it's a 23-man squad here. All right, so that's the midfielders. And then we can move up to the forwards that we have in the team. All right. Yes, just give me a little time. We are just taking our time to build up. You know, we don't rush things. We have to properly give you what you want, so at least you can understand where it's coming from when we're actually starting with the breakdown and everything. So thanks everyone for being here. Massive, massive respect. As we said, just keep thumping up the like button, and we will get straight back to the conversation. We're just trying to add in the forwards now. All right, so the forwards now. Jesus. Jesus. Oh Lord, the Clank and man, gonna be very much upset. All right, so put Leon Bailey in here, to be honest. Yes. Shamar Nicholson. Yeah. Trevante Stewart. Wow. Wow. I would like to know those inclusion, the reason for that one. Kahim Paris. Kahim Paris. Paris. All right. Wow. All right. So let me add the additional players them. Bobby Reid as one of the wing. Bobby Reid. All right, so, oh, damn. So Bobby Reid. Who else we missed out? All right. So that's it. So no Jamal Lowe. Damn. Wow. All right, so guys, let me check it now, because we have 11 here, 11 solid, and then we have 10. We have 23 players. Wow, guys, damn. So this is the 23. We have Connor Boyce Clark, Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Dexter Ambakisa, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Damario Phillips, Leon Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, Trevante Stewart, Jamali Waite, Amal Knight, Adrian Mariappa, Javane Brown, Richard King, Kemar Lawrence, Kevin Lambert, John Russell, Bobby Reid, and Kahim Paris. What say you guys on that listing? Wow, are you impressed or not? Are you impressed or not? Are you okay? How you feel about this one? Let me go through the comments. Big up, yeah, man. Everybody that's here, you know the drill. Just smash up the like button and let me continue this one. No, Pinnock is there. Pinnock is there. All right, big up yourself, Chris Smith, Pagan, massive respect. Here is a thought. Go get Macy Greenwood. He won't play for England again. Well, let's see. We'll see on that one. Tito, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Scratch my head. Kind of squad with some of the old heads coming back in. Yeah, when you look at the squad now, you have to start ask some questions, guys. That's why we have to go through it. We have to make sure we go through it first, is for you to know. All right. Yes, and I'm gonna go through player by player after I'm done with the chat. Better Omari Hutchinson did wait a 3-year for England call up. No, but Omari Hutchinson, it was based off some little problematic situation for him. Hence why he never got selected. All right, so that's the reason that we are hearing for Omari Hutchinson. So I'm not sure as yet. I'm going to confirm that. No whisper, yes. No whisper, no Omari Hutchinson. But Omari Hutchinson, it looks like it was based on his side. But before I'm not going to talk on that until I can clear it, because you know me, I'm going to investigate it. David Scott, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Okay, so Chris Smith is not up with that. Omar Hutchinson, let we figure it out for Omar Hutchinson first. Top boy, you learn top boy when I told you about people can be contacted late. All right, yes, it's a squad we are dealing with here. Omari, Blake, and Antonio are not available for different reasons. No, Blake and Antonio are not available for injuries. Omari Hutchinson, we don't know the reason as yet. So I will fix that first. All right. Maps have the experience, but others have the experience as well. Those personal reason for Omari Hutchinson kind of sketchy. That's why I said, just give me a little time for me to research it, and I will come back to you. JD said Lamba Kisa, Lem Biscuit, they called him, you know. Yes, but I don't want to call anybody Biscuit, you know. Damian Lowe have to in it as good as Pinnock. He don't fully understand Concacaf like Damian Lowe. I rather lose with Damian Lowe than lose without him. Okay, but we have no problem. Nobody complained about Damian Lowe. I said Damian Lowe should be in it. Taxi Lawrence still play for us. Yes, I thought he said he retired. Yes, but I guess we contacted him to make him not retired. You know? Oh my God. All those questions, oh my God. I can tell you now, sometimes people set up themselves for reasons beyond me, you know, man. I don't know. I don't know what. Yo. Yeah. All right. Phillips is not a bad player. Yeah, man. I think he's a good player. Anglin could get a call. Yes, but remember, Splat and those guys never gotten a call as well. You get me? JPL baller them earth up the man them head. White feel like Jamaica is in this perpetual game of picking new teams for every tournament. But you remember, it's a new coach, so you cannot use it that way. Give it a little time. Yes. Grimmy called maps every over Hector. Well, he believes so. All right. Triple E, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. And Hunter, saying I don't know what Hunter's intentions are. The squad is not as bad as I first thought, but it's not good. Some selection makes zero sense to me. Nah lie, with team full of proven losers. You know which clan I say those things, you know. When they said the team full of losers, you know. You know which clan I said them things here. All right, so people smash the like button. You have to support my thing, you know. My thing that have nothing to do with JFF, you know. All right, so get us the 200, 300 likes because that is the standard. If you don't hit it, people will not know that we are live. All right, so get us up. There we have 116 in the house already. So get us up. We have our conversation to ask throughout 2 hours max. We will take calls very soon. All right, Jamaica defenders, them poor. That's why Trevante score enough goal. Big up yourself, Jamaican footballers. I like massive respect. All right, yeah, man. All right, big idiot team. All right, bless up. Thanks for being here. All right, a lot of people not going to be happy. Yes. All right, yeah, man. People, let us stay to the conversation. We are going to take calls and people give their take. I can set up the team like a first team to make you see how it will look. But I just want everybody to get the names first before we jump off with anything. All right. Yes. El Patrino, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, big boss. Rock 14 at the building. Boy, JD, nah lie. I was really looking forward to see Omari. But they said we will get the information. I don't want anybody to tell me anything about anything until I get my information myself. Because that's why I don't do it live. I don't do it live because I don't want people to tell me what they want to tell me. All right? Yes. I feel comfortable. Where is Cory Burke? Cory Burke is... I never had in Cory Burke. Oh, yes. Thank you. Cory Burke. Yes, Cory Burke. Sorry, yeah. But I did read it out, so that's good. Yes. All right. What is Paris doing to be in the team? Maybe people find a way to pick him in the team. Mr. Dre said Paris is playing, but the others are playing, so that's why people have their ways to ask questions. Where did you get the squad? I don't see it post on JFF Insta. Well, I have it here and I posted it, so it is the squad. I have it on the screen, so it simply means Yes, but the squad is on the screen. People want me to repeat it, and the squad is on the screen. I am literally showing you something. All right, so Boyce Clark, Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Dexter Lambakisa, Lembekisa. All right, yes, because people out here asking questions about how I pronounce people's name. Wow. Wow, the standard that you guys set for me is wicked. Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Damario Phillips, Leon Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, Chevante Stewart, Jamali Waite, Amal Knight, Adrian Mariappa, Javine Brown, Richard King, Kemar Lawrence, Kevin Lambert, John Russell, Bobby Reid, um, Kahim Paris, and Cory Burke. That is the personnels that's there. All right. I am happy that the coach did not pick Whisper. Oh my God! Wow. So, all right, guys, we are going to take the calls. Let me no. Let me wait 20 more minutes before we take the calls. Let me see the likes on the video. Yes, the likes that don't reach 100 or 150 as yet, so we can't take the calls them as yet. We cannot. We have to open the stream as how it goes. All right, we are working for you overtime. You show the respect on the video. 130 and the likes is as limited as Ross. I can't afford that. Anglin, yes, Anglin is not in the squad. Anglin is not in the squad. Investigation JD, so we know what to go on. Yeah, man, we will do that, all right? Ricardo Myers, big up yourself, all right? JD, stop make up story for Hutchinson. Him no want JFA time. Don't know. I said I'm gonna research first. So give me a little time for me to research first. All right? Yes, I told you Kemar was going to be in the squad, JD. Thank you very much. I never wanted it to be him to be pick based off what I heard. I'm okay with him being in the squad, but I never wanted it to be announced that way, because now it will be. It seems like people influencing people, you know. Good squad, all right. Them thing a friend thing. Coach Depan. Boy, I think people will say that because that's what I was trying to avoid, because that I root for this coach, but I wanted to avoid that. Burke is a running madman. Oh God! All right, big up yourself. All right, so let me see the poll. Let me see the poll of the people might treat the poll, because it's 87 votes and me not have the amount of likes and the video them. No, mega cost. So now vote and now like. So people said yes, 59% okay with the squad so far. People use the voting, please. Let we get over 1,000 votes before the stream finishes. All right. Tyler Roberts should make the cut. All right. Christian JD, you sure the coach knows what he's doing? I think so. Big up yourself, Lansley. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Let me know. All right. So people, you can Lansley, if you want to come on, you could join the stream. Why is Kemar Lawrence in the squad? Thought he retired. Yes, that's what we heard. But we heard also that he would come back. So we don't know who can convince him. Yes. JD, me hear say Whisper get dropped from Reggae Boyz. He never got dropped from Reggae Boyz. All right, he never got dropped from Reggae Boyz. This was the actual team. This was the main team, people. All right. Okay, Claude. All right, big up, big up. All right. God is love. Oh, she only come. You see you. Your work. Whisper needs more development. You see you. God is love. I lucky thing I read it before I do fight with you. All right. Later, JD, I'm skipping this one. Yeah, man, no problem, no problem. Man, not happy. All right. The man not happy at all. All right. No happy at all. Let me put it right here. Let me put it right here. All right. So let me go through the players them. It's a day off. Okay, now no problem. Thanks for being here. All right. So guys, call in now. Call in. Let me take the call list them from now, so I don't make other persons wait until the end. So you can call in. The number is running under the screen. I will put it right here, and only on WhatsApp. And after the show finishes, please don't call after. All right. Please, I'm begging you. Because sometimes my time zone, you guys got it twisted. I'm not in Jamaica, so the time zone kind of dodgy. When you guys waking me up out of my bed, Yes. So be careful, guys. All right. And if you want to join the stream, just let me know and I will let you on. All right. All right. So let me go through the players them and tell you what I think about the players them. Whilst we get the calls coming in. All right. Um, Boys Clark performed well for the U20s. All right, so Boys Clark performed well for the U20s. Obviously, he would like to look at this player. So if a next time, I'm gonna drop the link so persons can come on. Pastor, I will drop the link in the chat. So because I can't go on my phone now, so the link is right there. So if you want to come on, you come on. Boys Clark performed well in the U20s. Obviously, he's coming from a higher development camp. So that is something that we have to look out for. You understand me? So I thought that I would like to see him. I had no problem with him being there. You get me? Yes, so Boyce Clark, I had no problem with him being there. Like Blake is out. All right, I had no problem with him being there. Amari Bell is one of the best fullback we have. I told you from the first day I saw Amari Bell played, I think he was above Taxi, and he keep on proving it worldwide that he's a good player. All right, he's a very good player. All right, so I have no problem with Amari Bell. Ethan Pinnock, Jamaica's best player. Jamaica's best player, like physical best player. All right. Yes. Maybe he does not play the best for Jamaica as well for people. Yes. So um yeah, but he's Jamaica's best player for me. Damian Lowe is an ex defender added to the pack. Yes, and Mr. What they call him again? Head of State. Yes. Lambakisa, new addition. Lambakisa only can get better and better in the future. Ravel Morrison is still the best progressor of the ball Jamaica has, period. So if he's in the team, he's in the team. All right. Daniel Johnson came back to farm much better than previous. So that's an next person that I would have added in the team. Damario Phillips. Pastor, you're breathing in the phone, you know. I don't know what happened. You're overweight in the pastor. You need to leave some of the pony. You need to run down the hill, pastor. All right. You need to do something. All right. Because I'm talking. Mute your mic, pastor. All right. Yes. Yes. So so people, I have to be burning out pastor because pastor breathing in the phone. All right, yes. So Damario Phillips, he never looked bad at all. All right, Liam Bailey, he recovered himself in the Aston Villa team the other day with an okay performance. All right, Shamar Nicholson haven't really done well coming back of the last 3 games, to be honest. But obviously he's a striker and we're short in strikers department, so I would have picked him over Chevante Stewart and Fletcher and Whisper. So Shamar Nicholson would be in the team. All right. Chevante Stewart now. Out of all of them, Collin Anderson, Fletcher, Chevante Stewart, Whisper, I am not 100% sure. I kind of knew why he did it, you know, because he needs strikers. And as what I've said, I don't think Whisper is actually full-fledged out-and-out striker at this point. You get me? He's more of a wing forward. So, yeah. So I could see, and I told you that I could see why you would go for a striker. So don't be surprised if you see Fletcher and Trevor Stewart get picked over Whisper because they offer different thing than Whisper. That's what I said to you. So Trevor Stewart getting picked over Fletcher, it's any one of them could have gotten picked, all right? Yes, and I understand where it's coming from. Jamali Waite deserves his call up. I think he's one of the Jamaica's best performer, period. All right, Amal Knight deserves it. He's one of Jamaica's best performers as well. Adrian Mariappa, I am not 100% sure what you would do at this point. Javian Brown, he's playing well for his team, so give him a next shot. Not one of the best performers for Jamaica's team, but the last game, Argentina, he never looked bad at all, so he deserves his next one. Richard King, I am not 100% sure, but if we don't have any additional centre back, you put him in. But we knew that we had additional centre back, so I don't know if it's a cap and money and stuff why certain people make the team, because you had other players that they could have brought in the defensive part. Kemar Lawrence, if you can't get Greg Lee, then no problem. But Greg Lee team posted that they are waiting on Jamaica to call him. So clearly, Jamaica never called him. All right, because that's what they said. They were waiting on Jamaica to call him. We did that video separate, so they never called him. Maybe they thought that he was not in the best shape because he just came up and stuff. Yes. Kevin Lambert, I said that he did a good job in the Suriname games. So he should be getting an opportunity because we don't have defensive central, and now we brought in John Russell with him, so that's good enough now. So at least Kevin Lambert could be a backup for centre back position and also the CDM position. So I could see the inclusion of Kevin Lambert. I think it's needed here. John Russell, definitely needed because he's the man that you're going to depend on. So I think they're going to throw him in the team instant because we don't have anybody to put in the team. Yes, Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid picks himself, one of the best performer for Jamaica, period. Maybe just slightly dropping behind Ethan Pinnock at this point coming in. Kaheem Paris. We have to just see what he has to offer. And then Cory Burke now. Cory Burke adds energy to the team because maybe you're going to get pressed back and you might need that energy to survive. All right. So maybe that's why Cory Burke comes in. All right. So what say you, Pastor? Give a fast breakdown of what you're saying. And persons, drop a comment. I'm going to start taking the comments from here. But as I said, get the likes up. Get with the 2 bills. Run up the likes as soon as they come in. I don't know why are you so hesitant and hitting the like button here. All right. You know what we offer. And you know you can't get it anywhere on planet Earth. So just do that. Do that for us. All right. Yeah, man.
I am very, very disappointed.
Okay.
If I am to accept this team that Hal Grimson selected it. Very, very disappointed.
Okay.
One, I know Wes Harding has a passport. 2, you gave us the information that Greg Lay was okay and his club was waiting on the request for him. 3, I am not seeing anything that suggests that the JFF or Hal Grimson has made a deliberate effort to access the players that have articulated their willingness to represent Jamaica. Hal Grimson has had 2.5 months in Jamaica to have scoured the so-called 60-man pool that existed prior to his arrival and to have asked questions or gone ahead and done study on those persons' name who would have shown up in that listing, to have secured a team that is a better representation of Jamaica than this. This is a continuation of the rubbish that has dungeoned Jamaica football for the last 25 years.
Okay, all right. Well, the point there, as we said, smash the like button as they come in. Leave your thoughts as they come in. We will get to it. J. Ross, big up yourself. Massive respect. Kai, big up yourself. Jamaican Guna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Marlon, big up yourself. What say you immediately, your immediate reaction as soon as you saw this team?
Well, I don't have no problem with this squad.
Okay.
I will take Taxi over. I said to somebody last week that if Taxi is available, I take him over Greg Lee. Greg Lee hasn't played since January.
Okay.
Right, so if Twister wanted Greg Lee to go, because if they have 4 players on international duty, they could get to buy the game for next week. So that's the main reason. It's not about...
we had told people that as well, so we never went around it, you know.
It's like some they want it to be beneficial for them. But these are the players that are available there. Pastor said Wes Harding. I'll use Javier Brown over Wes Harding now. The 2 games he has played under Al Grimson, he has looked better than all those games he has played under Tapa or Paul. Right? So if you compare it, playing against Argentina, I think it was on the best game he has in a Jamaican outfit. Cameroon, he'd look okay same way. So when it comes here, I think being using in those two high profile games, right? He will be and Waki yourself and Lambasika, who can be a two-way player. So it will be hard for Harden to get in. I think the player would have gotten a chance if he had his
but I wouldn't pick King over Harden. No day on planet Earth. I wouldn't pick King over Harden, and King made the team. So that's why people got question Marlon, like, what how them man get selected, like how them do on field for them get selected. I wouldn't put Mariapa over King over Wes Harden either.
Yeah, so that's but Mariapa is already here. You have seen Mariapa play in the national team already. You have seen King play in the national team. So we have to do things factual. The coach said he's bringing in 7 players that he have never seen play before, and he explained the reason why.
Jason.
Marlon,
you use a word, available players. I am not using that word. That lie that has been perpetuated need to stop. There are more players than these that have made themselves available that has not been selected. And I am not going to even entertain the reason.
Pastor, Marlon, I give him reason. So make Marlon finish him reason. You can't attack the man reason. And the man
No. I'm only speaking to the one word that he used. He used the word that players that are available. That is not true. I understand what he's saying about the players that are there. He's explaining why he's okay with the players that are there. And that's his opinion. I have nothing to say about that. He cannot use the word available. It is a lie.
Okay, Pastor. My God, man. Why, Pastor? Relax yourself, man. Continue, Marlon. I don't know what is wrong with Pastor. I don't know if you have a campaign for war with
Marlon, I hope you don't take what I'm saying like JD is taking it, because I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying that for too long our football program has been subjected to the lies of those in charge, and we are not to be supporters of it. You have other words that you can use. I am sure you are bright enough, Marlon. I've listened to you on several occasions. We can't use available players because we know there are other players available.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, as I said to you last week, I was looking for Phillips to be a part of it. I said I would have taken Trevante if Anthony is not around. And so those are two players that I was looking for to be in the squad. Hutchison, this is a personal reason. It's his choice not to be a part of it. So can't beat him on that. Right? So if you just respect the player decision. Persons are saying all type of stuff that he has been called to the English team, and there's nothing on that. So the guy said he wanted time, so you can't beat the man on that. But John Wilson, and I said it to you last week, JD, that if things goes too fast, he would be there. So I think he's someone who can come and put his input on the game. It's not going to be easy because you're going to make your debut in a high-profile game in Azteca.
Of course.
A lot of person talking a lot of crap that Mexico is going to Suriname. The Mexico and Suriname game is not going to be easy. Aaron Winter is the new Suriname coach, right?
No, we will talk about Suriname later as well.
So I'm just saying the person that everybody's like they're gonna go to Suriname to work. His two coach, Diego Kaka is gonna make his debut against Suriname as well. So it's a lot of factors. It's a lot of things. It's a new coach coming in. It's gonna be his first home game with no spectator. So the Suriname game mean a lot to Mexico, even more than the Jamaican game.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still for the squad. Still, as I said, it's an interesting squad. I think the player that would have been the two marquee player there that we're looking for would have been Latibo there. As Pastor said, he wanted to see Harden. You can't really beat the coach. Lambasika is there, and Harden. But to be frank, the past couple of weeks he has been in and out of the team. We know that rather than not doing that good. So They're still searching. The early part of the season was a mainstay. Right back, right centre back, left centre back. So we just have to work with the coach and give him the support.
But that is the problem, Marlon. You hear me well, Marlon?
Yeah, man, yeah.
The problem is, Marlon, look how you can easily well say, that no one cut out. When me attack, me no want get involved in this. When we are say Rotterdam now they do well. Me hear this metric. So where them local man I get picked pan because me when me as a King play, me not see him really do much, you know. Me not as impressed with King as how people impressed with him, you know. So me not understand how him get selected because
But Jerry, he's not one of my favorite player, right? But I'm gonna be honest. The sitting there watching the two games, he was the most composed of the defenders on that field, right? Even I was cursing at one time that he's playing the game too easy, right?
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Person was saying that he's playing a lot of long ball. The only problem I had it in me. He did it twice in the game in Montgomery. He did it when he came on. He took the
Yeah,
ball
but
from center.
Marlon, me never talk about the game where you talk about it. Me talk about the actual overall pool. So that's how me have my problem because you say a next man in team now do that, but the man team no better than every team in a
Yes,
GPL.
but
So
JD, as I said, remember now, if you're working with the players for you're working with four centre backs, and he has been there already, right? He has basically been there. You have been working with. So you probably take him out of the team now and bring in somebody that you never been working. Remember now, as I said, it's the first time he's gonna have Ethan Pinnock around him, right? So so you basically have a whole back line of nobody know each other.
okay.
So we have to look on it from a fluid standpoint and a football standpoint. You know?
Yes. And that's what I'm trying to do, Marlon, because remember we have a conversation. So I am just looking at Damien Lowe inclusion needed because Damien Lowe is one of the solid one them. You get me? Damien Lowe is one of the solid one them.
Yeah, definitely. He's a senior defender in the team, so
Let me put out Jamal Lowe. Because they said I missed out Jamal Lowe. But then who put in then? Why me get 23? Yeah, because I think me have Jamal Lowe on the paper. One second, let me check it again. All right, we have 12 here. Okay, yeah, we missed out Jamal Lowe. Sorry about that. But I did read it out on the list, so my fault. All right. Yeah, so yeah, thanks, Mario. Thanks. So all I'm saying is, when you're saying that Marlon, you realize Damario Phillips not have no experience, not at all. Him just play in other game and me like go and play. Trevante Stewart the same. So when I see other people, me I wonder where the metric how them getting it. So that's our only thing we have a problem with. Me just not feel like say the same thing granted for everybody. It's like we have to make up like we go back to the same Mr. Speed conversation of them have a 10 times better than the next one. For them to be called and then you're okay with it. You understand me? Like that it's going back to Marlon. That was a conversation when I go what I'm going back to when I'm hearing, oh, this man have to do this and this man team more everybody metric go the same. So if Cavaliers are better than the next man team and the next man team we check a lot of things before we pull the plug. That's all I was actually thinking still. That's from my standpoint.
Yes, I understand. But as I said, I think Demaro, I think his place in the team has been warranted. He was probably one of the more commanding players on the field in the midfield. Right? A lot of persons, as I said, go watch football game for us, a hype of it and don't even find to pick the positive of the team. He was the one who was basically up and down in that midfield, right? We saw him against Qatar the same way. So I think the coach sees something in him, right? He's a very, very small player because he's actually smaller than Walker.
Yeah,
so
man.
you know that he's small. But he has a football brain. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah. I mean, and I like him, you know. Remember, I talk highly of him, you know. But I just the metric, when I hear the metric, oh, myself go back and I say, then how others get selected, you know. Me if I start ask questions, yeah.
I think if Busy came down to one of the wingers, so you know the four wingers would have basically put him aside. He'd have been one of the local players basically there. But from the players that got selected on the team, I cannot really complain about them. As I said for me, I look at the game, I see Trevante what he can do. And the coach, as I said, he's still young, still learning, right? He's somebody as a big striker. He's what 6'3". He moves around same way, right? And he's learning the game. And with Boza there, though, I think he can learn a lot from him as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, and
remember,
yeah,
if you
right,
look
go
at
ahead.
it, if you look at it, it's three big strikers there, Cory Burke 6'4", Boza 6'4", 6'3", Trevante. So three massive striker there. So
Yeah, but Marlon, the fans them not gonna like that, you know. This um this of the three big strikers there, you know. The people know you're not born a big fast and strong. Guys, as you come in, make sure to smash the like button. Get us up to 200 very fast. We just hit 100, which is not good because that simply means you guys are not happy with the squad. So who happy with the squad, hit the like button. Who don't happy with the squad, don't hit the like button then, because that's look like that me have to tell you no. All right, yes, but it's should have reached 200 long time, you know. Yes. Mikey, so what you say, brother, because you're on the line here, so you have to get limited time when you're on the line, yeah? If you want to
Man.
come on the panel, you can. Yeah.
I have 90% in line with the squad.
Mm-hmm.
On a one player I wouldn't have on the team, but the coach pick a balanced team. If you look at the team, every position got a backup, unlike previous teams. So people have to take a look at that and said at least the coach going in the right direction. Check out the squad. Every position have a backup. Usually we either have too much forward or too much defender. Now we have a balanced team. People just support the process, go with the team, and just allow the coach to do him thing. All right.
All right.
That's all I'm ever said, JD.
That's all I'm saying. All right. Respect.
Yeah,
respect.
man. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Look at Mikey Bally never have much to say then. All right. Him say that's all him have to say. Thought him he'd have more to say, you know. Yeah. But I just had that to say, you know. Yes. Let me get this. Issa Allen says, I'm happy with the squad. Love Russell's inclusion. Yeah, but I think once Russell was available at any point, they would have wanted him to be in the team. No, but Mr. United, I can ask questions because I am doing more deeper analysis on the thing. Mikey might not be doing that as what I'm doing. I have to ask this a question. I can't just be here and just say, yeah, man, everything great. And when I do, I honestly don't believe that. That's why you like we, you know, because we give you as it is, you know. Yes. So Marlon, let me kind of expand on this. So let me go through the squad because it looked like I never added some people in it. So you have Boyce Clark, Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Dexter Lambakisa, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Damario Phillips, Leon Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, Stewart, Trevante Stewart. So he got the nod over Fletcher. Jamali Waite, Amal Knight, Adrian Marepa, Javine Brown, Richard King, Kemar Lawrence, Kevin Lambert, Jonathan Russell, previously of Chelsea, and definitely he improved himself and go over, and he's now at Barnsley. All right. Bobby Reid, Kahim Paris, Cory Burke, Jamal Lowe. All right. So we're going to try and put it on the screen. Jay, I saw him on his way to Jamaica, but I never titled the video as if I know, because I don't work for the JFF and I don't know nothing in Jamaica. So I only can just go off what I've seen. So I did the video that way and said, I don't know if he's coming here, like how the coach said he wanted to see people. So sometimes he could just pick you up because he wants to see you. I never knew if he has a passport or nothing. And I never really want to take any credit for that. You understand me? But now he's here. It proves that he's in. He has a passport. You get me? Yes. So I'm okay. I'm okay to do it. So, but I never knew about his passport. I just saw that he's coming in, and that's all. All right. Yes. So, Marlon, so based on what you saw here, what do you think will happen down the line? What you think will happen down the line? What you think the intentions are down the line? Marlon, like how you think he's gonna set up? Because now you have Dexter Lambakisa. You think that Dexter Lambakisa get the start?
Hold on, JD. Hold on.
All right, so he's gone. Mark Allen, good squad. Yeah, if I say it's a bad squad, Mark Allen would say it's a good squad. You know, you just say anything opposite to me because he wants to have an argument. You know, yes. All right, so guys, you're just coming good squad or bad squad. Let me know. Our middle tier or whatever you want to put it as. So massive respect, Issa Allen for the super chat. Let me move on from the super chat now. Decent team, but Ravel and Maps out until they have a club. Okay, I don't really look at that way, all right, because I still think that they're at a higher level than players that are included, even though they have a club. All right, even though they have a club. All right, that's how I look at it. Robin said, we are all fans, bro. The coach pick a team. People let us encourage the team and hope that they do their best. Yeah, man, but Romain, we are having conversation. I think this is the reason why these mediums are built. And right over the world, when a squad picks, people have their say. You know, maybe Jamaica feel a little bit that we can't say certain things. Yeah, maybe that. So Jamaican Guna, give your take because well, yeah, Jamaican Guna, go ahead, because we just like so go ahead.
Yeah,
Hold
man.
on. Let me take the caller first, Jamaican Guna. Good afternoon, Ardine. Just say I said Big Boss because Jamaica Guna just see that start talk. I'm see a call in. So do you think, Big Boss? Good day. How you doing?
Me not stay long. My only disappointment with that squad here. Me love the squad, you know. But they want to see Omari Hutchinson against some more professional players. But they want to see him and they want to see Gregory. I just them two players there, you know, but they really want to see.
Greg Lee and Omar Hutchinson. But we will investigate what happened with Omar Hutchinson. Yeah, because people said he has he gave excuse not to be there. So we don't know how to take it. So people said it's flimsy excuse. So I will have to go back and research and then can come to you. That's why I said this was just like a reaction type video, you know, rather than the N1.
The court says some personal reasons. So
yeah, I mean, no, but him give the reasons them. So once we get the next time, we will listen properly and then we'll come back to you guys with it, you know.
Yeah, and one more thing, I would never go back to Lawrence. Just them.
Okay.
Bless you.
All right, bossy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right.
All right. So Jamaican Guna, go ahead, Big Boss. All right.
Bless up. Good day to everybody. Good afternoon, good night, good morning. Bless up to JD. Bless up. I would up on the chat. My G there.
Marlon.
Yeah, Marlon. Big up yourself, my bro. And big up everybody in the chat. Yeah, man. Boy, JD, I my honest opinion about this squad is I'm disappointed. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I think we could have called a stronger squad to play against the strongest team in Concacaf.
One second, Mark Alan. I have a caller here. Me drop the link, so you have to either call back. Make Jamaican go to finishing point, but you have to either call back. Here, are you joining the stream? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. All right, brother. Yeah, go ahead, Jamaican Good, because people only do this show need for a way or fix it up, you know? Yes. Continue.
Yeah, so I'm disappointed. I think we could have called a stronger squad to play against the top side in the region. No, I think we have a lot of weaknesses across the setting. And we have kind of look at it objectively as well. So I won't beat the coach too much because I have to try and buy into whatever he's trying to create. For one, the first thing what stood out to me is Stuart. I don't think he showed himself in glory in the past two games. I think he's included because of his physicality and maybe they would want to bully the Mexican players. But and he is physical. He's physically very aggressive as well. But I think I would have chosen Anderson over him. I think Anderson gave a better account of himself than Stuart did. I think equally they are both good players who offer, whatever. They're the top strikers locally. So I'm cool with the inclusion of any of them, but I'm less enthused about what I've seen on the international level from
Yeah.
Stewart than I am with Anderson. I don't think uh, uh, my boy that left back Taxi should have been recalled. I think we need to move past him and recruit some younger players into the squad moving forward. I don't think we have a huge deficiency at left back that he has to be called up. If we had a deficiency, then I can understand. Similarly to how we have weaknesses in centre half. I don't think I would have called Maps either. Based on Pinnock gonna be there, Low gonna be there, and I think I maybe would have. I don't think. I think King is in the program. I agree with what Marlon is saying. He's in the program because he's been there, but I don't think he's showing himself with glory locally either. He's not. I don't think you would say King is the best centre half locally. I don't think he's head and shoulders above, every centre half in the JPL, and the JPL is not the best level for you to look at. So when you're basically picking players from the JPL, in my opinion, I think you should basically pick the best person in that position. Similarly to how, Stewart is there, or Anderson could have been there, could have swapped any of them out. Because they are the best here. And they're performing at a level higher than everybody else, those two. So in the center of the department, I don't think King is that person that is performing at a level higher than everybody else, that he stands out above everybody else. I don't think he's that kind of person. No, at this point. He's a young player, he has potential, but I think he has a lot to learn. And I agree again with Marlon when I say playing alongside Ethan Pinnock will teach him that. So that would be an inclusion as a future player, because we have to have experience mixed with him, with look like future players in the night. So I would call somebody else at left back. I wouldn't have called Kemal Lawrence in my, I think there's somebody, I think maybe we could have called Blake or somebody like that, but I wouldn't have called Kemal Lawrence, to be honest. In the midfield, I think we could have moved past. I think in the midfield we're good. I'm not too 100% certain about Daniel Johnson either, but I know that he's playing well. I've heard that he's playing well based on what the reports coming out. So he's playing well. So that maybe justifies inclusion. But we have to be able to mix the senior players them with a younger crop of players. And when I say younger crop, I don't necessarily mean from the JPL. I mean younger crop of players that we can recruit from across the world, from England or from the US or Canada. I can come in the side. So we have to spread on it a little wider as it relates to that, because I think we may have better players who are the right age profile. Within 3-4 years, they'll be better for us than what we have now. So, that I don't see that influx of new players coming in. I think Phillips is there. He's a good inclusion. He has a lot of energy. And he's excelling in the JPL as well. But I maybe two more like him. That's my thoughts.
Okay, all right, good. Whisper over Stuart, that is from Andrew 55. We'll keep that right there, have a conversation. So the players that are noticeable out, Hutchinson, Whisper, Topi, Busy, Fletcher, Tyler Roberts, Lay, Andre Gray. Andre Blake, Roof, and Antonio is injured, so that's not up for debate. All right, so Andre Gray, I think it was a surprise to me, because I thought that they had the opportunity to go out now and see if they could have given him an opportunity to come in. And based on the fact that none of these guys are in form, i.e., Shamar Nicholson, Shamar Nicholson, Trevante Stewart, and also Cory Burke, I thought that Andre Gray could have come in at one point, because at which point you're going to want to see him, or you're just moving away from him. So I would love to hear that conversation. But that is one of the players that I was worried about. Greg Lee, yes, I would agree with you. I would have called Greg Lee back, even though Marlon said he's not in the best form. He could play centre back, he could play wing back, and he could play left back as well. So he has and he has the experience. These guys are educated football players. I don't think we should be giving them the same push around like how you would do a JPL player. You get me? And I think that is one of the ways that we are actually losing a lot of these players mentally as well. You get me? Because he was setting to come, as what Marlon said, it might seem like they wanted to postpone the game, so they were looking out for him to leave out and stuff. All right, that is fear, but I still believe that even with him not at full strength, he's still above, because I saw him play with the JPL players and he was so far ahead of them in his physical side and stamina side. So I strongly believe that he could have been in the team in space of King as well, even with this position that he was in. So I think we will need additional help in the fullback side, because look, Javin Brown is playing centre back, Marlon. So it don't make no sense me kill up myself with Ring King. But TikTok, yes, but his club was looking out. They were asking if Jamaica not calling him. So that's what I'm saying. True, he was expecting it, so he was getting himself into position. That's what they posted. So all we're saying is, I would have bring him instead of King. You understand me? Or Mariapa. Simple. That's all I'm saying, because he's an additional body that can help a little bit more. He plays higher level football and he's younger than Mariapa, you know? Yeah, well, TikTok, he was looking to come here. That's all I'm saying. That's the conversation I based it off TikTok. Yes, so that's why I said that, you know? So, but if others disagree, no problem. That is perfectly fine for me. You know, so Andre Gray and Greg Lee, I would have questions over. All right. Almost everyone that is on the team as starters for JD are playing well. So I don't really have a problem with the team. But I would love Whisper to be a part of the team over Paris. Jesus God. Wow. I have just talked about people that's playing at high level football, and you say you have the problem and you're gone over to Whisper you would have put in the team. So you see it. So that means that me alone have a problem then. Who have a problem then? So Andrew 55 says Whisper over Stuart. So we have these discussion now and players that people complains about not being in the team. All right. Marlon, I don't know if you're back. If you're not back with us, work with Jamaican Kuna. Yes, so Marlon, you want to attack that point when we say about Andre Gray? I'm not 100% pleased why he would not have been there. You know, because I don't know what time you're going to get to see him. Which other game we have to showcase that brother? You get me?
Well, JD, we do have Cory Burke coming as a replacement for Antonio, basically, right? So I was looking to see Andre Gray as well, but if you look at it, none of our strikers are scoring at the moment, right? So the three strikers that we have are scoring goals, don't have a passport. So it's a touch and go, but he's probably one of the surprise omission.
Okay. That is my biggest problem. That is my biggest problem, guys. I'm not complaining. I'm okay, guys. As you come in, get the likes of the 200, man. You know, there, here, man. Just like the video, man, and stop going around the video. It's like some robot in the chat to rat it. If you know I like the video, and like the video, man, and make us just continue a conversation. And we don't have to wait until 4 hours so you reach 200. If you're here, hit the like button, man. You get me? And have the conversation, man. All right. Yes. So TikTok said they said it to help the postpone their league. I read that as well, TikTok. But him himself looked like he was willing to come. That's all I've said. So that's my conversation. But Marlon said he not have much problem with it there. So let me just move from the super chat right. So him say Whisper, and other people in the chat say Whisper. Whisper should have been picked over Stuart. So how much people in the chat agree with that? Yes or no? Just put a yes or no inside the chat. All right? Yes, a yes or no inside the chat. So yes. So Marlon, what say you? Will you go for Whisper over Chavante? No, like how you say you put Cory Burke, you put Shamar Nicholson, and so those are two forward players. You can use as forward players. So you would have you're okay to go with the 3 strikers than actually have to change one to a wing forward.
So JD, you have Paris as wing forward there. You have Jamal as wing forward. You know one more wing forward.
Okay, that's yeah,
right?
that's
Bobby
what I think.
It is there. So one more wing forward I want.
Yeah,
We whisper play over those 4 players.
All right, so let me bring it up because people are gonna complain, Marlon. All right, so guys, Whisper is a wing forward, guys. He's not a striker. Mr. Butler told you that he's not a striker, and everybody told you that. All right, so you have. Let me tell you the players that's in his position: Bobby Reid, Leon Bailey. Listen good, you know. Bobby Reid, Leon Bailey. Those are 2 players. Paris. Cory Burke to some extent, but no, Cory Burke have to focus on a striker role. That's what he's gonna do. So take out Cory Burke, Paris, Jamal Lowe, there. So Paris, Jamal Lowe, Bobby Reid, and Leon Bailey. So would you consider still find a way to put Whisper in the team? Because that's the problem, you know. They don't have enough strikers, but they have enough wing players. So would you throw Stuart as what Andrew 55 said here? To put in Whisper in it to make the 5th player. So, and if yes, why would you bring him when you know he's not going to start over the other guys then? Because that is the problem, you know. So, because I want him to play, you know, if he's going to come there, I want him to play. Are you guys just okay for him to be around the big players then? Yes, so Jamaican Guna, what say you? Because people say yes, some people say no. So we want to know because we have to look at the team. Yeah, we don't want to put unnecessary pressure on the coach, you know?
I would include Whisper in the squad. Based on, as I said that earlier on that I would include him in the squad. Based on the fact that we don't have Antonio, and I think he was one of our best performers in the just concluded 3 games. So I don't know. Well, and this conversation about wing forward, I'm not making a big deal out of that. Players are being acclimatized to play in more than one positions and to play in more than one system. So having a different forward.
But Jamaican Kuna, the court, Mr. Butler step on literal against him can't play it. Him just get familiarized with them. Formation is Jamaican Kuna, them position they matter, bossy. We can't just say I'm a forward. I am a play Jamaican. It matters a big difference, bossy.
I didn't say it matter. I said
you know what Jamaican gonna go.
The player present.
Let me talk. You see, when you're done, make sure you go over Mr. Butler pan Sportsmax and burn him out then, you know. Because you come over here and tell me about, you know, matter where the man play, you gotta put him in there. So when Mr. Butler say it over Sportsmax, make sure you go over there and war with him. Continue, Mr. Big Man.
We want a different kind of forward in the side.
Jesus
right? A different kind of forward in the side will offer something different. So as I said, if he plays as an out-and-out striker, or if he plays as a drawn striker, or if he plays as a wing forward, it doesn't matter to me. We're having a variety of different forwards that offer different things. Every forward can be this. To me, Cory Burke and Shamar Nicholson are pretty much a similar, very, very similar kind of forward. The only thing is that Cory Burke run up and down like a more. You understand?
That's why the two of them position Jamaican gonna them be in a position by themselves.
Yeah, but I said to you, the both of them offer physicality and a lot of power. But Shamar is a better finisher to me, and Cory Burke offer more in terms of closing down players and stuff like that. So those are the small nuances which make them different players. But me also said to you, we need a variety of different players in our squad, not just one kind of player. We don't just need a post forward. Every ball have to be a post forward. Every ball have to be the same. No, we don't want that one have a different forward, have a different thing. Some running behind, some hold up the ball. All them look at something. Whisper, based on the fact that Antonio is not here, Andre Gray is not here. My youth there, when you just mentioned a while ago, or the one from Rangers, he's not there either. We definitely don't. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Trevante Stewart performed better than Whisper in the 2 games just concluded. I think that Whisper gave a better account of himself than Trevante Stewart.
All right.
No, not against the player, but I think that he performed better than him. And yeah.
Once a King plays, Mr. Butler said the youth never played and used to the system. Go back and listen well. It look like you never listen nothing. You know, listen. You don't listen for listen's sake. You listen for glorify. We are not bringing down the kid or nothing. Listen well. Don't tell me about I'm lying. Because other people listening here and you are the only person said I'm lying. Go back and listen to the damn something. All right? Yeah, man. Go back and listen it, man. And stop your foolishness, man. All right? It's like you are arguing a point and I'm telling you something. Go back and listen to it, King plays, and see who are lied. Because you know you prove yourself as not even making sense. because the man literally go back and listen it now. All right, and me know that for a fact. Say the player is not a striker because strikers are different. So if you don't know nothing about football, leave, man. You get me? Come on, man. Yeah, continue, Jamaican Goon. I understand what you're saying, you know, but brother, you just leave. Just come up from my channel, man. Let's come up from my channel. You clown, man. Just go on, man. You fool, man. You have no sense, man. Can't bother some of them done says, man. Every time them just turn up into you fight against people. Come on, man. Have some conversation, man. You get me? Anyways, Jamaica, Marlon, you have any rebuttal towards the conversation there where Jamaican Guna said? Because he make up an argument, you know, that he might do, you know. We make people like that one and him king players, you know, can come and war for no reason, you know. You get me? Because just through Jamaican Guna say something towards Whisper, Jamaican Guna right. You get me? Yeah, but Jamaican Guna right, he might make up an argument. Because he might say more people can run behind. All right, the best way to run behind of a player. Let me show you something now. Let we jump on the graph right here. So
yeah, but I say make up argument, bro. It's not make up argument. It's making a point and defending my point with facts and logics. I say we need variety of strikers in the squad, and Whisper performed better than Shavante Stewart in the 2 games that they played. Okay. And he played as a striker a lot of the time. So I understand where your argument is coming from. What is your reason for including over? What is your reason for including Stewart? Because Stewart is a local player, and Wayne is an academy player. What is your excuse? What is your reason or your excuse for including Stewart over Wayne?
Give me logic.
Hold on, Jay. Let me answer Guna point. Stewart had more effect on the team more than Whisper. If you're watching both games, I was in the stands watching both games. Stewart had more effect on the game than Whisper. Even look at that, Whisper was doing stuff on his own. You can check the game. Whisper take the ball. You know, say me a Whisper supporter. Me, a ball can come off I feel. You know, say me a Whisper. Me say Whisper fan day one. And when you hear me in the standard and say you come off I feel. Right? At the same Manning Cup mentality we still go up on the field with.
Well, nobody never see that. Nobody never see that. And just me alone, Marlon. Me alone see it. And when I say people say I'm a bad man, me alone see it because people say I'm a bad man.
All right, cool. This is my point, what I'm saying. If you were to examine, so he had more, in your opinion, he had more effect on the game than Wembley. By doing what? How describe how he was more effective? Because me know him not take more shot than my boy. So how in what metric? What metric?
Good. He not take a shot in both games, right? But his build up play, movement in the game, in man to be all the long ball was coming up here against the 2 big defenders. He went up, he won most of them, right? When he came on there and you know say everybody blame Topi. Kick the ball over there. The 2 forward were the main reason why Topi kick the ball. Right? Because Whisper stand up, pan Anderson. Both of them static. And the second half Anderson start move. So Topi had one choice. Go along with it because both wingers were basically outside. All they want when I forward to come deep field. No them not do it. You notice when Fletcher come in the game, how Fletcher come make the game look easy. Chuck him deep for the ball, and that's something Whisper and Anderson they need to work on. Stewart came on, they could come deep for the ball same way, move on the flank. Whisper stood right in the center waiting for the ball.
Marlon, you know what people need to realize? You realize that the same conversation we have today, like the under-20s, Marlon.
No, but JD, everybody say yes, Whisper take a shot, but look how him take the shot.
But at the same area of Marlon from U20s,
nobody analyze the game from a football standpoint. And you look how he shot, right? Even the first shot in tech, but the one that kick over a ball from about 40 yards out.
If enough other coach substitute just that alone.
He have 4 home pass. He have Anderson. He have Walker, and he have Hutchison.
Well, me and Jamaica going to war for a long time for that in Marlon. But we may try to show, Marlon. May try to show Jamaican Guna. You know, so the same problem after the U20s again, Jamaican Guna. Because look, the people, so and every coach want, remember, the man I try to do defensive solidity first, Jamaican Guna. This is not like the man have 50 games, Some players play too expansive and give more problem to the team than actual solution, Jamaican Guna. So you would see the player dribble and I take a shot, but realize him not cover the space to the defenders them and the midfielders them for setting shape and cause more problems. So that's why a man will always pick a winger and the actual central forward. So the wingers them can peel off the central forward, but at the end of the day, trap back and do more work as a team because it's not a full-fledged team as yet. Jamaican Guna. So that's what my selection for the under 20, when me tell Mr. Butler and Richie, and that me I said no as well. Me can see why coaches will always go for that because they might try secure, not conceded more than actually inflate 1% for score one. So if a 36% average them to score the goal, Whisper would come on if we make 37%, not 36, not 55, 37%. But yet still it dropped the defensive side down to around 21 from 35. You get me? So it's you lose more than where you gain. You understand me, Jamaican Guna? That we try say. And you have to look at the context at this point, where really and truly we don't have a team as yet. The man a try to have a team, Jamaican Guna. So that is my arguing point. All right? No, Jamaican Guna, me explain my point. Someone Jamaican Guna for come back.
Yeah, but me hear what I say. Football is opinions, and everybody have their own philosophy. You find 5 coach come in and coach 5 the same exact players them 5 different ways. So everybody have their own philosophy. To me, I want my striker to be taking shots at goal. That is what I want my striker to do. Some people want their striker to be more tucked or more whatever. Me want my striker to kick ball to the goal. Me want my striker to pull players towards him. So that means, you know what I mean? So it's just a difference. But me personally, I would include. There is no reason why I wouldn't include Whisper in this squad. But I guess we're gonna be. I don't see a reason not to include him in the squad. I see more reasons to include him than not.
Okay. Even with the 4-man them.
Even with the 4-man them.
And that's my
brother. Big man think, hey, listen, let me be real, brother. Cory Burke nothing in Jamaica side, Cory Burke for go building.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, man, Cory Burke for building, man. Way Marfa, he not school in African. Cory Burke, you need to go build now, man. We can't use Cory Burke moving forward, brother. Find somebody else, brother.
No, we just want to make the people understand what you're saying.
We rather pick Stuart over Cory Burke, bro.
Because we never had no problem, with putting Whisper in the team, we are arguing a point with what the coach did. So we want to make sure people can
but in a reality, we never ever, no squad ever come out in the history of football that everybody agrees with. So there's always going to be people that man didn't fit and that man didn't fit. The coach sees what he sees. We're here just arguing our personal preference. You know what I mean? But Cory Burke left in a man's side, bro. So if you argue that, me put Whisper in my side over Cory Burke as well. That is just me.
Okay, so Jamaican Guna say everybody made a put over Cory Burke. Boy, I tell you, boy, Cory Burke, let's keep on doing our hard work. You go and work, go and do your thing. So let me move on to the next phase. You got 2 hours, guys. I'm gonna tell you, say 250 likes on this one. If you know, I'll come back later. You get me? Beer echo. You say beer echo. Oh, it's a echo. Let me turn up this to see if it's a echo because I don't understand. All right, so I don't know what I'm talking about, JD, you happy said look you would not get picked. Gaza Hero, me not think you actually listen well, Gaza Hero. We are not arguing if him to get picked or not. We're arguing with the position that we have now where the coach do. Gaza Hero, if him to get if him should be get picking over Trevante Stewart. That's what we are arguing because that is a striker and we already have wingers so far. Listen well. Sometimes the man don't understand what we are talking about in Marlon, and that make you realize they don't understand you. The man them say, oh my God, we are arguing it if it's okay to go with a 3rd striker rather than a 5th winger. You understand me? And that is the big difference. That's what we are arguing. So please, if you can't compare it, just goddamn man. Let we do better, man. Let we do better, man. And that we don't argue, people. So if you don't understand, just work with the thing, all right? Yeah. What would be only Bailey and Shamar we need for 2026? Jesus God. So anyways, let we continue. We can continue. Jama Lowe is in the team. So would you put Bobby Reid inside and take out Daniel Johnson? And then put Jamal Lowe outside, because even Jamal Lowe we need to talk about, because this is what I think we should. I think would be the more likely formation, and the more likely starting 11. So this would be the starting 11, guys. This would be the actual starting 11, and I think McLegan, even though they don't understand, some of the man in a fight and they thought that I'm fighting against something. We're just asking a question because you guys put in a super chat and then we have to argue the whisper conversation. You get me? No, man, keep it fair. No, man, keep it fair. We had to have the people put their money, so we had to have the conversation on it. But people lost in transition. All right. I'm happy that Jamaica will lose. Okay, Gaza here. So just because of one player now, you cannot face reality. So Jamaica and Jason, hear me. Marlon, what would you do with a starting lineup? How it would look for you?
I think the formation will basically change from the 4-4-2, and they asked him about it, and he said it's a basic formation, so always adjust to it. So, but I think you'll find Ravel playing deep again.
Yes. We drop it with John Russell.
And people have to remember it's gonna be it's Russell's first game. Right, it doesn't matter the football where it's coming from or how he play, but he's coming into a new system. Right, it's the first time the coach can. The good thing about it, you have them for actually 3 to 4 days, so he can work on system, how they function, everything on the field. But I'm expecting him to be solid still. I'm expecting that from, but the midfield, I said, you have somebody here who knows to play the position, who can control the game. I think Brother Johnson will be the number 10.
Okay, so you think Bobby? So who you will take out? Jamal Lowe, or you will start Jamal Lowe and take out Bobby Reid?
I think Jamal Lowe come off the bench. If you look at the Argentina game, back to the Argentina game, remember it was Bobby Reid and Bailey playing wide.
Okay, so you're going with this one, all right. So Daniel Johnson get back in.
Yeah, so the only thing you won't have Mikel Antonio being there, so that's where Jairus will come in. So he will probably be the only change here.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
And Pinnock as a centre back.
No, I think the two centre backs are Madimelo and Pinnock, right, for you?
Yeah. So I said no. We're looking back to the Argentina game. So I said the addition will be Pinnock and what's his name again? John Russell and one of the keepers. But surprising for me still, I would have gone with Pastor over Alman Knighton being in the team and playing in those 2 games.
All right, so
which he actually kept Jamaica in that game in Montego Bay. So I would have gone with him still.
Yeah, but Foster never get picked. So you say that you have changed Amal Knight and put in Foster in a team.
Yeah.
Okay, but you should have said that, Marlon. So why you squeaking in 1 hour 23 minutes of them time you squeak it in?
No man, we didn't touch for the keeper then.
Okay. So Marlon saying me that chop off Amal Knight and put in Foster. You guys are right with that, because me kind of like what Foster they do for because a Foster put you in a position in Marlon, because Suriname with a whop you up in never Foster Amal Knight, we talk about the one the man cause, I mean I think him fully cause it as well too,
In cause the journey.
We're not beat wash, but want to do million saves in the man Marlon?
Yeah, but that's a duty. Striker get paid for score, goalkeeper get paid for save goal.
So another inclusion there when me that think about, because Foster is a good performer for Jamaica when get him chance, bro. Goal, The man is a good performer, bro. The man of the best goalkeeper in my opinion, or even top 2 or top 3 best player at goalkeeper in JPL, bro. And the man then get caught, Amman get caught. So you see it again, a whole but me not happy with the squad, bro. There's too much changes, though.
Okay. Boy, me I telling you, I look like me alone I'm all night defender, you know, because me I telling you, we would never be in a position to actually qualify if I never am all night. Remember, we had a fight, you know, with the JFF and the players, them, you know, and player never want to play. All night turn up big and some ridiculous night, but nobody
Yes, JD, yes, in doing job, but your job also keep out of the goal.
So hold on, faster than a job enough for keep. Faster job is not for keep. Yo, faster error more than anyone of the goalkeeper. Let me be honest. He may keep good wall through the game and just fling in too. I like metal. I like metal.
But I think with what we have signed in the 2 games, I'd have gone with him for this game for continuity. But I think not having Blake, you know, you need somebody with international experience. So Premier Night might make you worry.
Okay, that's fair. So Lambakisa spot. Lambakisa get the start over Javian, bro.
No.
Okay, so Javian, bro, get the start back over Lambakisa. All right. All right. Night is fat. Better. Night is far better than faster. Okay. So Mark Alan, why you don't come on? We drop the link how much time you don't come on, but you disrupted the show by calling in. All right. So guys, let me know about the argument because Marlon saying Lamakisi not getting any start. Hold on there. No. But we'll go for here. Amari Bell, does he start over Taxi then?
100%.
so why you throw down Taxi? But yet still, I would have more faith in actually Taxi than Javian Brown. Be honest, you know.
I guess Javian Brown, the coach, tell him what he wants and he understands it. So as I said, I'm going after those 2 games, his 2 period performance for national team. So
all right, fair enough. He's in the team, so we can't fight. Oh, he's in the team. Imaxit, me worry about the defend strikers that don't shoot, and a keeper that cause goal. It's who we have, people. It's who we have. We can't be out here acting like so we have much choices. It's who we have, and we have to work with them. All right, we have to work with them. Even me can keep better than Night. Yesterday, Marlon, we're not going off topic. Marlon, what a brother name? We keep when people talk idly off, man. What kind of error that the man make yesterday, man, in a game? You never see it, Marlon, in a JPL. Ayat, Jesus, God, the man flinging the ball. So, guys, I'm begging you, go and watch a JPL. I'm begging you, go and watch a JPL. The man flinging a ball. The man flinging a ball and the player have to just tap it in. So the man even make it even easier for the keeper. The player score the ball, you know, not just miss the ball, you know. The man is flinging the ball, you know, to the keeper to put the forward to put it in the goal, you know. So Jesus God. That is one of the worst error we seen.
So the fear team still the JD, you know, say the ball go fair through and how he choke on and through the ground
tough. Jamaican Guna Marlon say through the ground tough. Jesus.
No, if you look to be fair with him, he might grab a piece of key there and the ball bounce up. Yeah, that's push it.
Oh my people. Maybe the coach tell Bell see that Bell can play CDM and will include Taxi on the left I was talking about that. What people, brother Javian Brown, not even played in the best league in the world, but Dexter as versus Liverpool. Well, I just asked Marlon. Marlon gave his take, and we are okay with that. You know, the coach is going for experience. Ishmael says, Gaza era troll. Yeah, he must be. All right. So basically, we playing defensive and open for a draw. No, I think we are playing more defensively solid and then go over the top like what we did the last time we played them. The last time we played them, they dominated us. That is true. They dominated us. But at the end of the day, Shamar Nicholson got one over the top. A mistake. Javian Brown himself flip it over the top, a long ball, and the defender never cleared it well. I dropped straight down to Shamar Nicholson, and he validated plop. You know, obviously those things don't happen, but at least you're trying to maximize those opportunities, and that's all. That's all.
JD, just a little query still, because I don't know nothing, right? So I just go and learn as I go on. So is there a time as a striker when Cory Burke was like a top striker for Jamaica? Because maybe me don't know. I mean, like, I ask Marlon, I post a question to Marlon, because he go every game and I know everything about already. Was there a time when Cory Burke was like a top striker for Jamaica?
I injured him in
top striker for Rivali. No man, hold on. I think Cory Burke best season was in football was before the pandemic hit and last season. Then before they sent him back out from Philly because of immigration problem. I think that was his best time in football. But for the national team, honestly, he hasn't been that big strike out there.
All right, thanks. At that more I know. Bro, this is when all right. Look, I think in my opinion, right, we're moving forward. We have to have one eye on the future, and we have to have one eye on what we're doing now. So
no, Jamaica Guna, don't move the goalposts. So when has Mr. Whisper been a big striker? Can we have to ask that now because
he's just starting his career, my G. That's unfair question. But he's just starting his career, my G.
But remember, today we want to win the game, you know, for Whisper can play in another game.
Bro, yeah, but listen, I'm going to finish the thought of me. Just let me land. In my opinion, this is what we should be looking at. I started out with saying, we're performing now, and we have one eye on the future. So let's say in the defense we have 8 personnel that we called up. I think it's a minimum of, let's say, 3 of those should be the future. Let's say, for instance, with King's inclusion as a centre half and Javian Brown is young as well. That is what we are talking about. So in the forward line, we not see no future striker in the forward line. If you want to set here, there's just Cory Burke. So Trevor just Stewart is there. Who else is there as a striker again?
Moza.
Burke, Cory Burke, and who else is there? There's another person there as a striker.
Shamar is very young, you know.
And Nicholson, right. Shamar is in his peak as well. So Shamar in his peak, good to go. Shamar play in
Okay, Jamaican Guna gone. Look, I come internet. Jamaican Guna gone, you know, we not hear you. You chop off. So we want him to come and finish in point. So Jamaican Guna, let me drop back the link so Jamaican Guna can come back on. All right, so Jamaica Guna, the link is right there, so you can come back on and finish a point. Yes, I understand what he's saying, you know, and I agree, you know, but we have to ask questions because I think we give Cory Burke a raw deal. MPEC says the squad is decent. All right, fair enough. I think Cory is underrated. I think so, you know. Yes, because 26. So when we're saying that the man, so what we are looking for, we just want kids. Once they are 16 and 15, we have to use them. So what about the man we are 22 to 26? Them have cycles left, you know. You understand me, Jamaican Marlon? Left, so I don't know why we need to go back.
Some of the people they need to go and listen the press conference. Right? Because the coach said it. The coach said they have young players. He mentioned Kiddo Taylor Hart, right? He mentioned other players. He said Whisper is not playing in the football at the moment. He said the same thing, Ravel. And I said it too. I said Ravel was brought to these 2 games for him to get match fitness. Right? So that's why he played Ravel carefully. Like, even months ago when people were saying Ravel should come out of the field, right? Right? That's why even person who were in the stadium, I'm like, Ravel is playing the game safe, working on his fitness so he can put in a 90 minutes performance or 75 minutes if he need to in Mexico. But they don't look at it that way. Right? Remember, you need, as he said you have experienced and inexperienced players, so it's a mixture.
So Jamaica gonna finish up a point because that more want to tackle a part there because I wanted to answer that part about the money we are 22 and 26. Me not understand because that me understand what you say about the 17 and the future, you know, but me not understand like when we talk about the 20 to 26 because some of them still young. So me don't know what kind of future we are planning for. You get me? Or Jamaica gonna in a year. Jamaica gonna there, but him not look at him a year. Let me go through the comment section until Jamaica gonna sort out him thing. Yes, Cory was a good strike until Whitmore kept on playing him out out on the wing. Yes, so maybe that's why, and then maybe he got caused those problems with the goals and stuff in the El Salvador game. So people start thinking that he's not good, shatters his confidence. But I think he has always been a good enough personnel. JD, what did the coach say about Whisper? What he said about majority of them, they need more game, they need more experience. So everything that we said about Whisper, that's what he's pretty much saying.
The
Like word.
He's not playing any football, and he wanted to take a look at him in the 2-3 game, and he did that, right? And he performed okay.
Yes, so he's okay with Whisper. He's okay with Whisper performance, but he still want him to go out there and learn more. You know, he still want him to go out there and learn more, and then he's gonna be in the pool. That is a good thing. No Cephas. Cory. No, they didn't Collin. They didn't pick Cephas. And they at least he talks highly of Whisper. So that is a good place. So see you go to Chelsea, build on yourself, come back. What is Jamaica Guna talking about? This squad wasn't selected with future in mind. The coach want to win these upcoming games, he said. Yeah, but that's what I thought from day one. So even if Jamaica Guna have a point, okay then, we want to make sure others can come in play. So Shamar Nicholson, no, so Shamar Nicholson 26? No, 20, you're not 26 as a Marlon, I'm 25, right? Let me type in Shamar Nicholson here. Let's see Shamar Nicholson age because
I think he turned 26 last week, man.
I'm 26 now. I'm just 26. All right, see, Shamar Nicholson. So I'm 26. We're bringing it up. We're bringing up the actual age. So I don't know why. I don't understand. I don't know why me actually pick a Whisper over Shamar Nicholson. Me actually talk about me a need for the future. This man have now 2 years. I'm 28. You know. I'm 29 when I reach a World Cup back. You understand me? So Whisper now have enough time to get good, and get to the level where we can say, yeah, man, at a manner where we're gonna rely upon for the next couple of years. Well, all right. Hold on, Renvo. Let me bring it right here. 1 second. Let me bring up my thing. 1 second. Because I'm bringing up the age of the player. Yeah, because we want to have that conversation there. TikTok said, thank God Guna gone because he doesn't know what this game is about. It isn't about the future. We beat Mexico and go to the semifinals and win. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But Jamaican Guna always say, want to scrap the system and just make something out of it. You get me? All right. So let me take out Renvo. Good afternoon, my brother. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you.
Afternoon, JD. Blessings, man.
Yes. So what you made of the team? Are you want me to put up with the team?
No, man. For me, not a problem with the team in the JD. You have a issue with Pastor. I see, when Pastor said Greg Lee, it don't make no sense. You carry a man with just come into JD or playing an important match with match fitness. Greg Lee is not fit.
Okay. And I had said it, so you can burn me out as well, because I had said it, I would have brought him over King. I would have brought him over Mariappa. I just look at the criteria. That's all.
Yeah, but JD, honestly, I bring him in, but me understand what coach do pan. Because it makes sense the coach will bring him just to come for injury and bring him and then not play. You understand? Yeah, for me still, me think him bring maps because I look experience and organize it as a leader in the dressing room. Cause if you look at the team right now, maps are the leader in my low are the only leader either. So you understand? Cause I say Blake not there now, so you need maps as a senior man assisting the dressing room.
As well.
Yeah. No, yeah, you have a point. You have a point. You have a point here.
You understand? And if you listen and say the team when pick right now is not about for the future for 2026. You might look towards for winning meeting Mexico and go to the semi-final and the final. So when do Inter pick the best available player, me man say boy, great figure, brother. No brother, cause I at the end of the day, you know, so I'm gonna play 13 games. I'm gonna score 3 goals for Jamaica. We are pushing figure.
What Andre Gray say? No man, I think Andre Gray, you know, better farm than even both of them because both are not really doing nothing on the field. Both are coming and play and was very subpar.
Yeah, but it's different still in our lives, you know, JD. We both are on the field national team. It's a different player now. He missed more, he scored still, was a different player. And maybe when I look on still at the cohesion between Imam Bailey, you understand? Imam Bailey and Barbary, because they play, but Imam Bailey and Barbary play more together than all great play with them, you understand?
Yeah.
I'm think we glad to Cory Burke get a chance again, because this is the problem. Those people, of course, Cory Burke football mash up because Tappa take him and play man as a winger. And the man is not a winger, he's a pressing forward. Tappa the reason why Cory Burke football mash up. Because Tappa take him and play a wing game for every defense line.
But
so the coach give him a chance again. But we can like it too still, you understand? Hopefully my problem still, JD, hopefully we see Russell start over Lambert still, you understand? No respect to Lambert, but
based on
hopefully Russell
now based on it's going, Russell now start over him. So because
Lambert not farm still, I play good for club team still, but Russell now have that steal and a little bite there, you understand? Yeah, but it's a good look still.
Okay.
And we know so we are going to go play a more a low press game and play on the counter attack. So and this is where Shamar Nicholson and Cory Burke come in still, you understand?
Yeah, but a man said then based off your logic then, Gray get picked, Stuart get picked over Gray. Because really and truly, I think so. We not disrespect Gray performance for Jamaica.
Hey, Jerry, you know say. Well, when they name a 23 man squad, they say a 22 man say for the squad because honestly God no, that's a young man. Hey, that man make me cuss me man when I watch football game.
Okay, so you know.
He man so like one big old wall, Jerry. Every ball play to the man go up to Judah Midfielder.
All right.
and this is the problem, you know. It's because our local football league is so poor, JD. When we see them straight, we are big them up, brother. So when them man don't deserve not even go watch it training session, brother.
Okay. All right.
All right. Is it Phillips? We work in Phillips, you know, but honestly, I tell you, brother, I don't know, brother. And they will play for more. I will play Cavalier more pleasant. He call here one day.
Cavalier.
People understand it. He's not to me. I play as a winger. Cause he don't feel up front.
That me think as well about people saying can't play as that. I say, but that me think.
JD, if he can't play as a winger, he needs to stay for the team.
So I boss, as I see him say to go now. Me say, if you look at it, if you're at both games, right? Yes. The only problem we have is Stuart. Remember, no, they play all the long ball to him. He win all of them with the 2 while the Trinidad down there. Some of them go back. He win all of them, no, but there was no support there. Right? So he have to catch and fight back on the midfield. He lose back some of them. If you notice in a stadium when he come out one night, right? It defense start get uncomfortable because when the long ball then come and go up and win them. And I like when Stuart and Whisper did it. The long ball then come, the two can have them easy. I don't know then I win all them.
Yeah.
But the thing about him, he winning and he will work.
Yeah, and
Right?
that's what I'm saying.
And the thing about him, he's a pure number 9. He's not person them who run from the flank or go nowhere. Him a go steer.
Mala, when I'm adding, remember right behind my Bobby Reid and Liam Bailey.
Yeah, and a different thing, and I like what they we mafia fight have a scrap. And if you notice the two striker, him and Anderson. No? Remember Anderson? He's a 18-yard predator for Cavalier. No? So he have Ainsworth a passing ball, he have Renella Webster, he have busy. He not get the service in Jamaica what the one ball he get two for score still. Right?
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's a difference. So you get a person who can use the ball, and not like we players should that. We don't nobody use the ball for them.
I think we see a better. If he can get a game, we see a better thing for him because he might have players where gonna run half of him. Because if he will not the ball, getting Bobby Reid and being run half of him is a good thing. And getting a chance coming from midfield is a good thing. Oh, Jenny. We have one more little problem still. We don't know what nobody else, but this is my concept of Jamaica football. Ravel Morris need to stay for the national team. Simple as that.
In what sense? In what sense?
All right. We think we have younger attacking midfielders who would need to get a chance.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Mega answer the question.
We think we have younger attacking midfielders who would need to give a chance, who move the ball quicker.
What you do, big
and more
boss?
purpose with the ball.
But that's right. Get all them together right after. For that you think is better than Ravel Morris right now, and then we're gonna explain it right after. People, please smash the like button as soon as they come in, share and subscribe. Mark Alan, he's calling, so we just give him his point, give him his time to make his point, and then we go straight back to the conversation with Renvo because I want to have that one with Ravel Morris because maybe we need to look at those areas because that's where our problems always lie.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Mark Alan.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Mr. JD. Just before I say my piece, I'm just encouraging all the patrons just to like up the video, share up the video because we are really having some nice conversations, some good conversations over here. Now, JD, I'll start off by saying that everybody cannot be selected.
Mm-hmm.
Second point, I realize that my people, we are one of the hardest set of people to please. The conversation was different a couple months ago. We're saying that the local players are not being used and this and never knows what. Now that the coach is mixing players. For me, it is very becoming to use your top strikers in the local league in a national team. We've seen it all across the world. So I'm saying the coach has not done something good, has not done something bad. No, whereas it boils down to preferences and who is doing it at a higher level. That's a different conversation. And I do agree with you, JD, in terms of Gray would be a better option. No, but at the end of the day, let's put Trevante aside and look at Gray as opposed to all the other strikers.
Mm-hmm.
You not call Gray over them. So I believe that Trevante was rewarded because of what he has done so far locally. Now, Jamaica Guna make a very important point, whereas he thought Collin Anderson has done it better locally, but I think that Trevante is more of a rounded striker. I think he has more to offer on any given day. If he shows up, if Jamaica is playing well, I think he will do well. Now, for me, I think football is not just physical, it's also mental. I think with all that is happening around Whisper, as a young youth, I think it was the best decision for the coach and for Jamaica. And this has nothing to do with the young man's capabilities. But I'm saying I am glad that he was not selected. I think to be going through so much every other day Whisper is on the news for some headline. And I think that the young man, if we're not careful, we can do more harm to him. And this is what we've done to Tyreek Magee. We flattered the young man and made him seem as if he was the best thing ever since sliced bread, and now Derek McGee is off the map. And I know I might be rubbing some people wrong, but I'm not saying that Derek McGee is not good, but I'm saying in comparison to other players at his age, he's really average. That's for me. He has the potential, he has the capability in developing in becoming a great player. But that's I leave that for a different argument. But Taxi Lawrence, whether he chose to retire and come back, that's his business. I mean, we focus on the wrong things on football. I mean, that's not our business. Our business is that if he gets a chance, he plays well for Jamaica. And so I think that Bell will get the nudge over him. But football is two halves, and we are playing a game where we are not. None of us is certain that any player will finish a game injury free. So I'm saying Taxi can always be a good backup too, and he's now at the back end of his career. I think that it was. I wouldn't say it was the best call, but I don't think it was the worst call either. So I'm saying we are very hard to please as a nation, and I don't know the coach's mindset. I'm not a coach. I'm just a fan. So I'm just using the experiences of what I know, and I'm trusting the coach. I have no comments to say about the squad until after the game. Then I can make my assessment based on what I've seen. That's my little piece.
All right, respect. And make sure you call back after the game as well, because we're going to beat you.
All right.
We're going to keep this part. All right, big up. All right, respect. All right, so that was the great Mark Alon, Mr. Ferran, Him act like him the name Ferran because Jason named Ferran as well. Yes, yeah, man. So, continue. We have Pastor came back in. So, I don't know what Pastor want to add instant. Andre Gay has no case. He has scored a league goal since... He hasn't scored a league goal since... Or he has scored a league goal since last year. A league goal. You know what you put it in? A league goal. So you put... TikTok is something else, All right. So we want to continue this conversation that Renver brought up, which is a good one, which is Ravel Morrison. We want to look at the players then that really can take over that mantle from Ravel Morrison. But let me hear what Mr. Lanzi said. Lanzi, you want to say something instant or you will wait?
Yeah, instant as it relates to the conversation you were having with Jamaican Guna and Marlon's interjection. If you're going to make a case to support your preference, which I don't have a problem with everybody having their individual preference, and Guna does make a good point for his case. But in the grand scheme of things, I believe rather than what I like or what I want, we should look at the bigger picture, being Jamaica, and what's best for Jamaica. I hear everybody harping over the Stewart inclusion, and it could have been Anderson either or, based on what they're saying from the games. I am taking liberty with this squad selection by virtue of two statements that Coach Hallgrimson made. He said, going forward, he would be looking to get the best available players. The next statement that he made is that as it relates to the team, he's going to get players in their right positions. JD, I am a few years older than you, not many. I am not an old man, so I do not have memory lapses. Hallgrimson is a certified experienced coach. I cannot take that from him. But Hallgrimson is going to have to be a better sermonizer of his philosophy than he has so far displayed to win me over, because at this time he has lost me.
Okay.
And I'm taking issue with this team. You're going to say, the caller a while ago just said that Taxi retiring and coming back is his business. Yes, that is his business. But the coach has an obligation to the nation and to us fans. There is no way, without explanation, that you're going to overlook the fact that you have Lembakisa in the team who is also quality at left back. You have Bell in the team that plays left back. So Lembakisi could be the cover for Bell. You have King in our team to play centre back as cover for Damian Lowe when you have Mariappa in the same squad, which Mariappa makes my 11 every day of the week and 3 times on Sunday over both King and Lowe. You have players that you have seen, and I don't know what the coach is looking for in terms of, they're talking about the wingers, and you have 4 wingers. 2 of those 4 wingers can tuck inside and play center. Jamal Lowe and what's the one that everybody like to beat up again in name just slip out of the head? JD.
Paris.
Not Paris. No, not Paris. More senior to Paris.
Reid.
Who?
Bobby Reid.
Bobby Reid. Both Bobby Reid and Lowe can tuck inside and play. So you don't even need Trevante Stewart. If you are looking at work rate and capabilities, because you have seen Roberts in the camps that you have had and for the 2 games that you have had. So you have tucked in some players, and in my mind, Hal Grimson did not by himself and the pieces that are before him select the squad. I am not convinced. And so, early when the stream started, when I joined the stream, at best that he could get for this squad. One caller did make the observation that this is probably the first balanced squad that we have seen in probably 5 years or so, because he has covered pretty much every position with a backup player. That is not enough for me. I'm not looking for a squad on paper. I'm looking for a squad that people gets selected based on the merits and the same logistics that you use to select Blake, you must use when you consider JD. It cannot be a different set of rules for different players based on where they are born or which position they play in. Nothing no go so.
Pastor. Hold on, Pastor. Let me check it right here. We clear that's not going to be changed in Jamaica for any time soon. You know why? You have a ready-made excuse that we don't have enough money, right? So you see, once a player is here, because look at him, maybe Mariappa, maybe they never wanted to select him, you know. Maybe they wanted to go for someone else, you know, but why? Mariappa is here, so they are going to use him. And clearly here they said Hutchinson had an excuse because look at, they would have select Hutchinson as well, and that's the next man they wouldn't select again. So the reason why Hutchinson never played, according to what people said and what the coach said, is based off his own personal reasons. So the first thing what they're doing is, and let me add this in, Gensek talked about how much money it costs to bring in people. You get me? So the money, what we them not have the money. That's how them approach things at, and they must say it costs so much to bring in players. So whether or not it's good or bad, you understand me? Are real or true?
You know something else that is added, JD. I expected them to select Mariappa. It is obvious that the coach has chosen Mariappa as his elder statesman to galvanize the team. So even though Mariappa is at that stage, the end of his career, I expected them to select Mariappa. What I don't expect, and I sought to get clarification from Marlon's side when he used the word availability early when he came on. As a people, not many people are like me. But JD, I don't write down things as much as you do, but I have a damn good memory, and words carry meaning, and I pay attention to those meaning. So when the coach use certain words I love them. And it is those words that and the definition thereof that I am always going to use to measure and judge the coach. So this coach, all of what I'm saying have nothing to do with the result in Mexico, Because win, lose, or draw, this is a failed squad based on the coach's definition of that he put forward that he will be using to go forward.
All right. I can't turn down Pastor's voice separate. I can't do it. I don't have the software. I'm not using my main software. That is just Pastor. So Pastor, hold on. Let me bring in Renvo now. And Renvo, continue talking. I will just pick up something and come back here. Marlon, can you take? Yeah, go ahead, Renvo. I'm gonna go for.
I am hearing you, so you can do what you do.
Yeah, pretend to Lambert and Ben. Remember, you cannot have two inexperienced left back in our team. That's number one. The reason why the coach is not going to taxi because Len is not fully fit, so the coach will go for taxi as an experienced left back. Just in case Bell does not what he can bring in taxi as an experience. Remember, sir, I'm Mexico, you're playing now. I'm going to put numbers in a situation like that. In game a bad game, he can you carry a national team.
Is that Marlon? Is that Marlon or who is that talking?
Renvo.
Remember that you're talking about to a pastor. So I will jokingly say I believe in baptism of fire. However, Bell is not an inexperienced left back. Bell, from his inception, has played well for Jamaica, but was given a raw deal over an extended period under a particular coach, and I'm not going down that road. So Bell is not inexperienced.
We know.
But should Bell, let's say, I believe Bell would get the nod to be in the starting 11, because that's a sensible thing to do. Lambakisa is not an inexperienced, well, he's inexperienced on international duties for Jamaica, so he is. But what I am saying is this. There are too many missing variables. We did not get any explanation for Greg Lay's exemption. And yes, the club could have been using what they are using for their own benefit. But this was made public with sufficient time for Greg Lay to be considered, which would give you two competent left backs.
Pastor,
Greg Lay just
please. Will not hear me? Hold on. Yeah, are you hearing me, Renvo?
Yes, sir.
Tell Pastor to turn on your mic, Renvo. You're not deaf, brother. Pastor, do better, man. The people in the chat and them are complaining about the noise. So just talk low on the pastor. All right, let me go have the conversation, Pastor. A reason, Pastor. I'm not church. Please, I beg you, Pastor. Please.
Pastor.
Please.
Is the mic volume different?
No, Pastor, we just need to turn on your attitude and the voice will go down. You tell me.
I am asking you if it is different. No.
Oh Lord. No, Pastor.
Jenny, I am adjusting it both on the phone and on the headset, and I'm asking you to tell me if it is different. What are you fighting about?
Jesus Christ.
JD can't go lower than this one. It's Pastor you don't
Oh Lord. So Pastor, when you make a point, just mute the mic. I beg you, please. Make the people read.
That's what I have been doing, Mr. Moderator.
Renvo, finish your point, Renvo. So me can.
Pastor, I was saying, Pastor, it doesn't make any sense. A club is free to put whatever they want to put out to the Pastor. A club now tell you the truth, But guess what? Len just come back 2 weeks. That's not in 2 weeks properly. Shot and match fitness. It doesn't make any sense. He coach out select leg in the squad. We are using the best game and game match fitness. It doesn't make any sense. And we see him as fans our complaint and quarrel. And
And I appreciate that being your position, but the professional that I saw playing for Jamaica, I would differ from you. I'm not going to fight you on that. But I hear what you're saying. I just have a different position. A 85% fit Greg Lay means more to me in a team when I have two centre backs that are not cutting it on the international stage, namely Damian Lowe and King. But I understand what you're saying. I'm not fighting you on it.
Pastor, hold the mic, Pastor. Hold the mic. Solid. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. JD, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, man.
Loud
No, I
and clear.
can't hear you now, because Pastor deaf me,
Okay. Well, with the little bit of hearing we have left, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
I thought it was a bit loud as well. I kept having to turning down my computer.
My God, brother. Let me take up the earplug. I have to put the earplug in to hear you, Pastor talking. I'm going to put the earplug on the desk, I'm still a deaf,
Is he using a microphone or is just the audio on the phone?
I need that microphone that he's using. I need it.
No, man, Pastor, I
let him know if it like project him voice in a certain way, so him have clarity and loudness, like and thing that is an art as well. Yeah. On a real level though, JD, I call in, because I always call in with like a bone or a wrench in the thing. I actually looking at this squad, I don't think Omari Hutchinson want to get capped for Jamaica. I think he's dodging the cap.
Really?
I think he's dodging the cap. Yeah, I think this was intentionally because he was asked to join the team and it's personal family issues. So I think now I'm starting to speculate the Donald Trump in me, the conspiracy theorist in me is starting to wonder if those two games was used as a game, as games to prop up this bidding war with England to get his buzz up. And it's Jay Taylor speaking, guys. You know that I'm here to. I don't really deal with politically correct statements. I just tell you how I feel. I feel like he's dodging the cap, JD, because this was perfect for him to get capped. And something went on with his performance in that second game where he was out of sorts. Something wasn't right mentally there. I don't know. He wasn't plugged in.
So
he wasn't plugged in mentally.
But because they said it's personal issues, I said, all right, I'm going to respect that and I'm going to investigate after and come back to the people. But they put out a next fine because if it's personal issues, we don't know what in the end, and then like the next window come up and him say now come. Like if I Guatemala, him say now come. I'm busy and something. They didn't know saying they really want to play then. Maybe the treatment was not good enough or something. Then yeah. But I would have
JD, you notice what me do, me come out and tell you the things them before the things them get hot in a YouTube world, like a month or two from now, when anything heat up now, the people never remember. So me tell you this, JD, because I'm not afraid to tell you how me see it. Come and say this is the perfect situation for him get capped. Not only that, his friend that made the choice to play for Mexico.
Yes. Flores.
You know what I mean? Flores. It's supposed to be the little vibe, and him and Lambesica. Come on, there was no way. Everybody knew on YouTube world that him and Lambesica was the two shining light from that last two games, and this was their choice, their chance to make that next jump. Because come on, there was at least 2 or 3 players in there that they could have replaced.
Jay Taylor.
Even maybe the kid from Mount Pleasant, the Phillips. Phillips is in there because Hutchinson turned down the call. But I'm just saying, guys, I think he have a corner eye open for England.
Jay Taylor.
One of them. Other people want to ask a question, Jay Taylor, because you come and mash up the whole street now. Everybody asks question about because of Jay Taylor, I turn on to them. So Renvo and Pastor. So Renvo, ask a question first because you have to wait. Pastor for waste. Come here,
For me, if Otin ever want to play for Jamaica,
I hear them in the just let you know.
Yeah, you're not hearing?
you hear me, Taylor?
Yeah, I'm not hearing them.
Hold on. I'm going to try to fix that problem. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
JD, you hear me now?
You said he's not hearing you? JT, maybe you have to come up on the stream because I don't know how to go on.
No, the internet, JD. So
I am hearing him clearly too. I'm hearing him clearly.
You know, because they will move one thing, me not get me internet phone and the phone. Nah, give me.
Okay, but the problem, them can't hear back. So I don't know if there's something wrong I do right, you know?
No,
I am hearing him, JD. I am hearing him clearly.
Me hear him now. Me hear him now. Me hear somebody now.
Go ahead.
For me, JD, if he Hutchinson ain't play for Jamaica, he not do just like how the Newcastle brother do. They say, boy, him away for England. He want to play for us, but if you look on the last game, something literally wrong with Hutchinson in the last game. Wasn't moving properly, wasn't playing properly. They don't want to tell me, say, boy, I injured him. It's a cover of field. Something wrong with Hutchinson in the last game. If I observe the last game with him.
You say so if we give him time for improve because him come and play.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know, he's a Chelsea player that they dubbed as the next wonder kid. And they choose not to sell him, even when they got too much money to sell him. So we're gonna put him up here for people to know if they don't know him, you know.
Most people understand, you know, a lot of the young black players in England are leaving, going to play for their second and the second country. A lot of them. Because they know the England pool is very busy.
J Taylor, I have a question. I have a question with an attached statement to what you just presented. Unlike most persons who are here commenting on Hutchinson's role in the second game, by and large, his lack of impact was due to him being cut out of the play every time in turn the diamond or the triangle. They did not use him. He got frustrated. So here's my question. If it is he's having second thoughts, could it be that he does not feel, even though the coach invited him, he does not feel that he's being made apart by the complement of players that the coach has around him? That would be the question.
Pastor, you would that this is not the right team, Pastor.
Eh?
I think he would have known that this is not the right team. He knows Mikel Antonio, he knows Leon Bailey them, he knows the other players them. So he knows it was not the right player. And he knows his standard coming in. He knows that this is just a way to get in some game.
But JD, what Pastor said, the Pastor might be onto something, JD, because of the sense where Pastor might be onto something where he knows that, JD, what you're saying, but until he actually went out there and experienced how terrible it was, maybe the feeling could have been...
Maybe that would have been the influencer to him feeling secondary, even though he knows that there are higher quality players that he's going to be matched with. Look at his baptism into the Jamaican team. The Catalonia game, he was given basket to carry water. He's always been brought into a situation where he's not able to put his best foot forward. And that does have the ability to play on your mind. And I'm like... Like was said, I don't believe he is hanging out waiting on England. I don't believe so. But certainly he's human. So influencers can cause him to think differently than he has already settled to think. I believe though that when a person says personal reasons, despite him being young, we need to give some leeway and wait on them to inform us as to what the personal reasons are and give them the time and space necessary to get themselves leveled.
Check this out, Pastor. What Manning's man said that while he was doing the commentary, I heard he said that if I was the coach, I would have took him off to save him from the fans. And when I saw Manning's man on a show, I said to Manning's man, I disagree because I think he got a taste of the reality of how football is gonna be in Jamaica. When you're having a bad day, the fans them not care where you play. You could have played for Chelsea, LC, Melcy, Delsey, anyway. Them deploy you like white pan rice. He got a taste of that. I thought the coach did the right thing by not taking him off the pitch because you don't want to crush his confidence if you take him off right when he's not playing well. Sometimes you have to let a player play through the bad games so they know what a bad game feels like. Now, when he came on to whisper, this is exactly why I said I wasn't excited about Whisper getting called up. Not because I don't think Whisper isn't a great player. I said when you call these youngsters who are basically adrenaline.
Hold on, I'm call about my brother. I'm on the phone. My brother on the phone, so I'm done. I'm call about my brother. Please, you can't call you when I have a person on the phone because maybe the phone barely at work. All right, so let's finish our point, Solids, because Ardy na calling. I mean, I want a man bad me.
Yeah, people like
JD, today, me I go articulate myself properly. Me now make your Ardy run me off from a point.
No, but me now run off a point, but the man Ardy na calling, Ardy just calling at same time.
Ardy can't wait, man. Ardy can't wait, man. Cause me not depend anything all the time. Right now, JD, I only come on when I have something to say that makes sense right now. Because I say a lot of stuff more time. You go say, you know,
I come on the stream. I know you accost me. Just you and Arden the same thing. No, just accost me.
No, man, JD, me tell you from me move back to Denmark. You don't know. Me just sort out certain things with my internet. It's like I need to get the 5G. Me get the 4G. It just slow on them things. So. Me upgrade. However, bro, you broke my point. The whisper thing. Why I said a lot of fans misunderstood this. Where I said that it's not because I didn't thought Whisper was a wonder kid, or you notice I never got into that wonder kid argument. Like, bro, like I don't want to argue about that. Whatever, if he is, he is. If he isn't, my life doesn't change. I'm still gonna watch him if he's amazing playing for Jamaica. I'm supporting him regardless. No. JD, the reason why I didn't want them to call up Whisper now is to break these young men confidence, similar with Omari Hutchinson. You put them in a Jamaican team where they don't get the ball. You put them in a Jamaican team where it's kick and run. So brother, imagine JD, your first experience with a woman is with a prostitute. The pitch in Montego Bay was a prostitute. That field was a hooker. It was terrible. It was disgusting. It was awful. I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's not where you want to have your first football experience in an international world. Playing on a pitch like that in Montego Bay. Imagine your dad brought on a woman and say you're going to marry her. Here's your first, lose your virginity to that. That's what I'm trying to say. And I thought that there wasn't a lot of thought put into it. You're going to bring a player like Omari Hutchinson, at least clean up the house. At least put some food on the table and, you know, put some, no sugar and water today. Make some, bring in the orange juice and some carrot juice. The man them give the youth them sugar and water pan a field down in Montego Bay.
Without lime, J. Taylor?
Oh, yeah?
Without lime?
The what?
Sugar and water without lime?
Brother, I don't even think sugar night.
JD. JD. Mr. Taylor. So by the time we have to make see the reality. So by the time we have to make these players see the reality of Jamaica. So we show coaches, we show them the reality of Jamaica. So when them come, they don't come with no expectations to why they come play for one carpet. They know some boy you are going now. Don't the pitch them rough. So you have to adjust yourself to play on the rough pitch them.
But
you know what I'm saying?
This is how we are going to push back. What we get $5 million US dollar for?
JD, but me know how Jamaica system run.
But Renford, that cannot be the standard. That which is wrong, the Bible cuts against those who take wrong and normalize it and make it right, and try to take what is right and make it into wrong.
Pastor, No matter what we are, no matter what we are spans, do I say the system now will change to a yard faster? If you don't look at it, from faster, from your high school, private school to high school, go right to college, right until now. We never see a proper picture on a yard, and they don't make no effort of fixing it at all.
As a pastor who is responsible for the soul, I can't do that.
The golf course them is better than the pitch them. The golf course, when
we don't have any bad golf courses in Jamaica.
Okay, but and still we have Jamaica the worst of football pitches.
So how much? But before we bring back JT, how much golf course Jamaica own for itself and JFF own for itself?
None.
Isn't that the whole point then? Because we can't talk about we have good golf course when we own it. We are talking about government.
But Jerry, they are getting the money to do the thing, but they're not investing the money back in the farm. That's why I'm not getting over football now. The money they are getting, they are not reinvesting the money back in the national program. So now it now get the better.
But who own the stadiums then? Because all of these stadiums that we're talking about is not Jamaica own it, like and the JFF own it.
No, some private company.
Okay, so if private own it, a company owns these things. Now that's the problem start from Renville, because why you can't have a stadium for yourself? Because when you get the money, you not have to give it to a private company. So why you can't get a plan and say, all right, then it's will be a 10-year plan for we to have an actual stadium for
because JD, if they do JD, all of them are in a JF back pocket are empty out.
Okay, well
the national stadium is owned by Jamaica.
The national stadium is owned by Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But Pastor, it's a private company. It's responsible for the total interior work at national stadium.
It's a private company that does the maintenance, but the government reserves the ownership rights for the national stadium.
We will get back in. Sally, you don't want to break your point. Just finish your point, big boss. Sorry about that.
Yeah, let me do my last point. Yeah, that's my last point. So obviously, JD, the reason why I brought up the Omari Hutchinson thing, it was like looking through looking for patterns, and it was one of the few anomalies. I think it was about 3 like that stuck out like I stood out like a sore thumb, and it was the Travante Stewart. They brought back the taxi. I thought we moved on to Ubers now and Lyfts, but they seem to have not moved on from the taxi. We have went back in for Taxi Lawrence, something I couldn't figure out. So we gone back for taxi now, JD, and there was a
king without a crown.
Huh?
Continue, JT. The pastor disruptive.
Yeah,
so continue, brother.
Yeah. So me clean here, Pastor. Good. So yeah, Topi. I'm glad that Topi gets to stay home and play some video games. He look like he loves to play 2K or FIFA. I'm glad Topi gets to stay home and play some video games. I don't know if Lambert. I think because the coach had him in the last squad, I think he said, all right, continuity. This is a player that maybe he shows him some potential. But the big X factor, everybody's talking about John Russell. Let's give a big up to Ian Campbell. Ian Campbell has been a man that has championed this player. And Ian Campbell, the one you have, if this work, you're gonna get your props, and if this one fails, Ian Campbell, you are gonna get
he's gonna be a good player. All of these players are good players.
Okay.
John Campbell's inclusion is not going to be a failure.
Pastor, hold on, Pastor. Man, finish up in point. You stop, but go out in a man point. Finish up point, Saleh. So we can.
I'm not gonna lie to you, JD. I didn't know the player until Ian Campbell brought him up to the forefront. So I'm really looking forward to see how that player looks. If he's like a really
for Jamaica level, Solids, I think he's going, and for Concacaf level, if he can keep on progressing and keep on learning, he will be a good player, a good additional player for the team. good, and he has a good enough experience right throughout England. So, if you give him a chance, I think this might be a bounce back for his career going forward. You know, because if he comes to Jamaica and do well, so he has incentives to come to Jamaica and try something. So, and that is always good if you have incentive to do something. You get me? So this could be a bounce back for him. So I think he's gonna do very well and impress a lot of people. Even in a game where if we lose against Mexico, I think he's gonna still come in and do something, because what we have there, you're gonna see the noticeable difference. I'm telling you, when he comes on the pitch, you're gonna see the difference between what we have to choose from. Believe me. So even if it's not,
and it's good now.
Yeah.
It's good now, JD, that I think if we have this CDM who turns out to be the CDM that we need, we finally can get some gains out of Ravel Morris in an attacking position, because he's been too deep. Like,
well, big boss. Sorry to break it. Burst the bubble. No, burst the bubble sound wrong. Sorry for telling you, but Ravel Morris might play deeper beside him, because remember, say the coach is a coach who wants secure points, so he will use him as a progressor, but the defensive central will be beside him just the same. And I think Ravel Morris will always be that man that will be beside him. People, the man, I'm running a show for 2 hours. Nobody called in until J Taylor called in.
You don't know, say JD, man, we come in with the time bomb them, man, come fling in that room, I left them, man. I listen to the show, JD, thanks for taking my call. I take in the rest of the show. I drop the bomb them, I make bring in the bomb squad, make them come face them, can detonate them thing. All right, let's come on. Just a faster and the next brother for the line.
Yeah, man. Listen. Hey, Jerry, make a big point before you do anything else.
Yeah, but you know, I'm going to make a big point first. People have 200 people here. Just hit the like button to get to 250 likes. That's all. That is my point.
True.
All right, and stop playing.
We can listen and support.
Yes. Because when a year I begging the money. So the best thing you can do is hit the like button. All right. So that's all we ask you for. All right. So you go ahead, make a point. I'm going to just make my dad calls him, because I'll be a bad man call a show, you know. I've been calling back in the you know.
All right. For me, you know, say the reason why most and enough we have better players overseas than love to come play the country, but because of our toxic, most of the toxic players in my team. I'll tell you something. I love Damien Lowe. I love Damien Lowe. I love Blake. But so sometimes in this interview, I make some speech. But overseas players, those that have a speech, but enough of the players don't want to come play with Jamaica. That's why I fans them too. Make enough of players that don't want to come play for the country. You understand? Because our local league is like playing where we go to school and play kick run down. Big man thing.
Okay.
The only team is in a Premier League which try to play basketball like Mount Pleasant. Otherwise, we're seeing them kick it up, running down.
When I made this statement that the present.
Pastor, let me take the call, Pastor, before you come in. May I try get everybody to say them piece, and then we can get by the panel. Because after them 2 calls, I'm not taking one more call. I plug out the phone, I lock up the phone, and I broke the phone in 2. All right? Yes. Because I have to break it in 2 because I can't sleep in a piece in a night. May I tell you? The phone too hot. Good afternoon. One of the bad man of the 2 bad man I'm calling. How are you doing?
JD. I'm not up.
JD, 1 minute, do not hear.
I'm not a disruptor. I'm not a
disruptor. But nobody ever say a disruptor.
Oh,
Jesus.
And J Taylor.
No,
name Ardeen.
J Taylor, dependent. Jesus, God, man, me tell you.
No, me just have make him. No, hold on, me no JD. Me make him know. Say me no name Ardeen, cause me no name Sardine. Me name Ardeen.
In which institution were you ordained? And to what service are you ordained? To what office? Are you ordained to the office of the elder?
Pastor, the call, talk the man, talk the man, and stop by the man, please, I'm begging you, no war. Just tell me what you said, because... But no, Ardian, first Ardian, you call him for the man time. The man is up on the stream, so you can't call and worry the man now, all right? Because you calling him.
I worry JT now. I said you set me up, JD. I'm not worry JT, man.
Okay, all right. No, make him do his thing now. Do your thing, big boss. What are you doing?
All right. you see, me don't know if you notice something, you know. You see, when Hutchinson played the second game, and you go, if, me don't know if you don't watch, but you go up on certain YouTube station, and them a bash the youth, you know. Enough people are bash the youth, you know. As a whole heap of comment, say, boy, him not good and him not go out with nothing. And let me tell you something. You see, sometimes, JD, we don't know if them people here watch the program, them, you know, brother.
True.
Them do watch the program because these are some of the more popular things in Jamaica. So they do watch the program. Them even them family come up on the program them. So I may know that for sure. Say they watch the program.
All right. Yeah. The next thing.
That means they get the information.
This guy's pastor. Make the man talk past. Continue, Hardy.
You know, say, pastor, you know, say, me no feel say you have whole member in your church. Them so every week is supposed to lose some member.
Every man is entitled to their own feelings, but the records are what is of substance. And that feelings that you have is as far as the east is from the west.
Pastor, me the color talk no. Why you worried about?
Well,
Ardian, don't pay him the mind. Ardian, don't pay him the mind. Just continue and act like Pastor exists.
Ardian, my name, original name, it need to be chosen, you know, to be chosen. I mean, no, I'm chosen by God. You see that? Yeah, man, straight.
Pastor, please leave the man alone. The man answer him question. Make the continue, Ardian. Ardian, load the man alone, the man. When you see Pastor, load him alone, the man. Just stop.
Pastor, in disruptive bad. Pastor, they yesterday, trust me. Anyway, yes, JD.
Yeah, man.
So, all right. Why Pastor? Me tell you boy. Yeah. All right. You me say no, JD. See? We put a step forward and 2 steps backward in our sense. See? Cause I tell you the truth, JD, right now, I don't know what taxi Lawrence. A lot of people are saying, boy, experience. But I mean, we're building for the future. We're building for 2026. See? Now, West Arden should have been in this squad over King. Me not say King is a bad player. Over King, West Arden should have been in the squad. Greg Lee should have been in the squad. You understand? Tax Lawrence shouldn't make it. Trust me. I mean, just pray and hope, JD, that's with Mr. Lowe. My goodness, we don't want a red card because this a man a speech up where sometimes in a break, you know. He just running a play and lick them over. You understand? I don't know, disrespect, but we just want to have a cool head because you see where the Mexican them bounce the ball, JD, them smooth and they are very skillful, especially the winger them. Mexican winger, they are very skillful. And you see by time them pass low and low already kick a pair foot lower catch. You understand me? So me just pray and hope that this work. And the youth they were name the CDM will come in.
Russell,
yeah. Me that look on some things, man. Him look decent, he look good. You understand? I more and tell everybody, JD, just support the team. Cause this a coach that look like Jamaican people ready for bash him and I know JD. Yeah, because whisper don't make it. Whisper don't make it. So you don't know say I worries. And if you don't mind sharp, later on, just this whisper people them come and start at some things and start a heat in Jamaica.
You never look at the stuff.
You understand?
You never look at it. You know the good thing is Hutchinson never get picked either. So that's why them not war so much. You see if Hutchinson in the team and we spend it in the team, my God, man. The man them accustomed early, but and them not like the coach all of a sudden, you know. I just whisper the biggest thing in Jamaica, no? Maybe not in relation to real football. Like he has the maybe bigger upside in a quality, but at this point maybe not. But him fan base is so big, you can't talk to the people in audience. So I don't know what to say. You know, if it does make him, if it does make him do him
You
thing, big boss.
you have to remember, no, JD, that in the site of some Jamaicans, Whisper is bigger than Bailey. Whisper is better than Gray. So I mean, people have them stuff in their head. You understand? And we now get rid of that. You understand me? So all we have to do just make the coach do his job, because honestly, that team may look like they can go on with something.
Yeah.
If the coach get them to play as a unit, I love how the coach sound. The coach is not going with a defensive mind. I love how him sound.
All right.
As him say, what the game call for, I say him I go play.
Yeah, but the game I always call
Yeah,
for, we have to sit back. I don't know much time ever see what we play Mexico. We now always sit back. Oh no, you expect if we go there. I can't lie to you.
Daddy. All right. Yeah, me get that. Me I tell you the truth.
Your 95 game is giving him say, trust me, he will go defense. Yeah, because I never see a game when we play Mexico and we attack Mexico. So just you listen to him word, but you know what him say? What the game call for. So what the game always call for, Arden? We have to ask you that. What the game always call for? No defense.
Because that game I call for winnings, you know. So whether you lose by 20 goal or 1 goal, I still lose. You want to win the game, you have to win that game. You have to win it. So you have to go all out to win the game. You understand? So why a baptism of fire for so many players, but may I tell you, JD, maybe don't be surprised still, you know. Me kind of optimistic. Don't be surprised if you pull off a little thing, you know, JD. You understand?
Yeah, I
don't
know
be
if you
surprised.
pull off a wicked little thing, it'll be 1-0. You know?
My fear factor, one of my fear factor is JD that before halftime, before the first half done, we don't want down to 9 man. Believe in me.
You not get no card, man. You not get no card, no. Low not get no card.
Oh, all right. Well, but I'm glad for that still. But I'm glad for that.
If you pick the referee pocket, I will find out.
Arden, finish up a point because we're the next caller. Then be a bad man. Call me.
Yeah, man. I come off my program now. And people, I'm not a disruptive man. I'm pastor. Pastor, I want to tell you this, Pastor. Cause I want to which church, Pastor?
Arden. You said it right about the meaning of your name, the definition of your name, chosen.
Now let them back on my program. They told them a problem. They told them always a war with each other. But
no, me and Pastor.
So Arden, where you ask man about which church you want for? Where you on? What you on the man?
No, you not hear me. I say JD. Me just want to visit the man church, and I'm nothing wrong with that, brother.
So where you want? Where they are Jamaica for we visit a church? You know, this is I open an hills demand. I open an hills demand there for. I open an hills demand there for him.
Presently, I'm on the Big Sky Mountain in Montana.
You reach this
close to the Yellowstone Reserve.
Okay. So
yes.
So,
286 miles from the border of Canada.
All right. You see, you're not gonna reach your brother, so leave him alone. All right, Andy.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. To reach. And before I go now, but before I go, please, my name is not Arden. It's Arden, the girl champion from down in the lane. I'm not gonna take my blame. You understand? So JD, big up yourself. Man, I'm blessing.
All right, big brother. Yeah, man.
Yes. All right.
So the one, okay. All right.
Sir JD.
Yeah.
Me like a lineup, but put Ravel who shot Daniel there. Put Daniel Ravel there.
No man, I think Ravel is better than.
I'm gonna make a quick point. So Pastor and JD and everybody in the YouTube land. From now on, JD will drop a bombshell or make certain points. I need to I want to copyright my poem. I'm going to trademark them from now on.
What? Let me write it on what you said. Hold on, sir. J Taylor, you're way though. You're way back. J Taylor, you're way back.
Here, everybody with this Omari Hutchinson thing. No, JD, I need you to remind them where they heard.
J Taylor, what you said? What you said the name?
I'm the one who said that Damian Lowe was a walking red card.
No, I think no, J Taylor, I think we have a share copyrights to that because I think I said it. Me and Marlon said it before you, so we think we forget credit out of that, some percentage. Yeah. No man, me and I got argue today about it, No, me and I got argue today about it, but we got argue next day because I want a copyright for the walking red card because I think me first say it. Me not think. Me know me first said.
Infringing on my
intellectual property. Yeah, man. I'm me first said. Why am me they bring in the war between Ethan Pinnock and listen. All right, you know what? Me not take the credit now, but me I go for the proof. Me I go find the proof. So me said.
Find the proof. James.
Yes.
So
proof. What you saying? What you saying? What you say? New name? What you say? New name? Give me a new name. Let me write it down. So, J Taylor what?
These are the J Taylor theories.
Theories. Okay.
People on YouTube. The reason why Mr. said them thing. The same thing with the Richard King. When I say Richard King can be like a player like Ethan Pinnock, the people run with it and say, say Richard King better than Ethan Pinnock. I didn't say that. You know the Jamaican brother will sue Miley Cyrus, the intellectual property will infringe on copyright. It look like I'm going to copyright some of the things to my mistake because the people that can here run with it.
J Taylor.
Omari Hutchinson.
Let J Taylor finish. We have other calls in a whole heap of calls there, Pastor. But we have to take. Finish. Go ahead, J Taylor.
Omari Hutchinson is dodging the cap. You hear it here first.
Okay, J Taylor theories. Hutchinson dodging the cap.
Yes, he's dodging the cap. So when you hear people start kick up rumpus, JD, you know where you heard it first. And JD, I need you to find where you sang about the walk.
Yes, I know people will give me my credit. I know we are going to backly that out because I'm almost. But you know what?
Yeah, we are go to the grave.
Yes, me I go to the grave with it as well because I'm me. All right, I want my credit. All right, because I get so much backlash.
I am a licensed burial officer, so both of you going to the grave. I am certified to do it.
All right. Shit, you know, I can get there, so call him, yeah? Yeah, man. All right, people, please get the likes up on the video. All right, so J Taylor, let me call back the man here, and then me call back the other people. All right, because a whole heap of caller come in. 1 second, people. Just give me a little opportunity to call it back. All right? Yes. Hello, good day, caller. Sorry about that. It's because we have whole heap of people calling, and you have two bad men who call in first. Yes, may I forgive them time. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, just Pastor and JD, right?
Pastor and JD.
Yes.
Oh, you come back again? Are you? All right, go on.
Yeah, first JD said, Lawrence not forget pick, right? Under what grounds?
Because no. You never listen. You saying listen well? Me say me never want Lawrence. Listen. Let me repeat what I say. Me never want Lawrence to get picked.
No, I'm not about JT, not you, JT.
Oh, so when I say JD, brother, I have to defend my name, you know. Make me war with you.
A JT, let me say, even so Lawrence not forget picked because they move on from taxi and they deal with Uber and Lyft. But taxi still run at some place. And listen me, right? Him can't say the man not forget pick and he not see how the man a play.
So how the pastor name get involved, brother?
Eh?
Me hear you say pastor and JT. How the pastor name get involved?
To address you, pastor. You just hold on.
Okay. I will wait my turn.
Yeah. All right. Since you asked it, let me give it to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of coaching badge you have? How far you going to coaching?
I have no coaching badges. I am a minister of religion, a certified burial officer.
You answer my question. So I'm going to say this to you now, right? You know, say me can come in your church, right? That's what some people are sing. And assume say one can sing better than the other. But you are the pastor, you're there every day, you know the better singer them. So you could just leave the coach because the coach know the better player them. Just like how you know you're a better singer them.
I don't know which title I should address you by, other than sir. Listen very carefully. Your opinion on better will always be different from someone else's opinion on better. I am not here, and I did not at any time posit that Hal Grimson, as a certified and experienced coach, that I can take off him stripes. In fact, I was definitive in making that statement. I cannot discredit the man's achievement nor his experience. However, I will always hold the coach responsible for that which he communicated publicly to me, and that you cannot deprive me of taking issue with the coach. The coach made some statements, and I am holding him responsible to those statements that he made publicly.
All right, here's the mistake that you're making, Pastor, right? You cannot blame a man for employ people. The man call up some player and already you are say the man a move back like in a top of days. You know, give the man a chance to the man and play the critique Monday morning like most. You're the only Monday morning quarterback when me see I criticize before Monday morning. What is Monday morning?
I like your style even though the flavor not good, but hear me say this. Listen very carefully. The coach statement that he will be moving forward with the best available players has not been met by this selection. So that statement, the coach lied to me. I am not prepared to allow anyone, me being as adult a man as the coach is, to tell me a lie and I have blindfold over my face. The coach must be held responsible to the statements that he made to us. Me never tell him to make no statement. Any statement he made, the same way how you hold me responsible for what I say, you must use the same metrics to draw up the coach. It is the coach that said he's going to go forward with the best available players. This is a far cry from the best available players.
Oh, Pastor, sorry, caller, Pastor. The coach pick the player where him suit to him eyesight who's best for him. So you can't say it falls. If just like how JD choose who come on the panel, JD pick who come on the panel who's best to adjust the panel.
Come on the panel. Me tell everybody to come. Me no want beat up. Me tired. Me done. Me no
so
want to beat
up. The coach a pick who he feel is good enough for him. And who are going to represent the team. Anyway, JD, I tell me leave now because I'm ready for work.
As you're running, that's not what the coach said. He never said he's going to pick what is best available for him. He said he's going to pick the best available players. You can go back and watch the interview. What you have put on it, that the appendage the coach never used. So you can go back and watch the interview. I said, I am not dealing with the appendage that you put it onto it. The coach did not say that what you say.
Go on your work. We're not because
me calling.
Are you calling? Right, go on your work. Don't make pass the whole up. All right. In then I'm out. I fight beer.
Pastor, you know, me realize JD, the pastor act like a Premier League when the coach can buy a player and go in a transfer market. See, if you don't have a Jamaican passport, you can't play. Right? If the man have the UEFA license and in the best position to pick, make the man pick, and then Monday morning will be Monday morning quarterback.
Yes. So Pastor, the man have a point. Make we wait until Monday morning quarterback, you know?
He has a point, which is his good point, JD. But I am not trying to change his point. I just don't agree with him. I am sticking to the definition of the words the coach used in his interview. I understand what he's saying. I totally disagree because I am staying responsible to the coach's statement. Remember, saying, I him a free coach, you know. So him we support. Now, he can't tell me lie. Me I go call him up.
All right, Pastor. Finish,
Pastor.
Carla.
Pastor.
Finish up your point and don't.
All right, Pastor. Me done with you now, right? Back to JT. Me tell every man, say JT, I can kind of man that will fix up out and fight woman for not put things there and put things there. Cause yo, not never please the man yet. Right? Yo,
Hey, Carla, we're not gonna allow you for disrespect the man, you know. All right, Carla, you have to you come on.
This them listen now them talk. All right, JD. When you buy a house, whether you just tell when woman tell you buy furniture, you just buy furniture and make woman pretty your boss. Cause me know say JD.
Yeah, but cultures are different. My lady, my lady, when we bought this house, she told me what to buy, and I told her what to buy. So it's a different culture, and in Jamaica, it was different as well. So I had the luxury to figure it out in different cultures. So maybe JT will have a point, but
JT. The moral of the story is this, right? If the any man tell woman to put this stuff, put this stuff, they're miserable. And I saw JT approach.
Okay, so JT is miserable. So let me write that beside him. All right.
Yeah. So the man has said we can move on from taxi Lawrence. And the man have a great season in Minnesota. Him not what no Minnesota him, but on come by the factory if move on. Come on, man. The coach say him a go use anybody, any age, as long as them a play good.
All right, big boss.
All right,
me love. You brought your point. And them have to come back with some rebuttal. So respect, big boss. Around 4 people call in. So call in earlier in the show and give your point, so you can actually set the tone of the show. Stop calling later when you only can worry people, cause that's a problem. You only call in when you want can worry people, when people already say something, but you never want to say nothing early. You know, you look how long me I tell people for call in and tell me what they tell me. So why you never call in? Eh? Why you never call in?
You know me not talk for an argument. You are absolutely right.
Yes, so that's a call in for war with the man them argument. Just to put a wrench in the man them argument. No, you make JTL a call back. I can't get the rest of the call them done. 17 hours mega there now because you set me up with JTL.
All right, brother.
All right, respect. All right, so people, please, people, make we show respect to the man them now. Make we get the other call them people. Let us get a chance to get other people calling. All right, I saw the missed call. Make I get to call everybody in. It's not going to be a 24 hours. Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, man, cool, man.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's just because I took a whole heap of people calling, and every minute, you know, Carla fight with Carla, so the show gone out of my control. I can't manage them thing here. I just want to stay on my analytical side and not do nothing like this. You know, because I can't control it.
All right, cool, man. All right. As the pastor said, him not agree with the man. I mean, everybody has them own point and them own view. So me I say, the man say him going to pick the best available players. As well, Carla say, the coach not have to say in his view, in his system, and to what he sees. That's his best available players. I'm gonna feel say at the time for this right now. I mean, I'm trying to rebuild a thing. I go show him, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like JD, your best available players might be different from mine. Same stuff for Pastor. Everybody have a different view. Right. Paris, I don't see how Paris getting at the team.
Yeah.
I don't see how Hutchinson excluded out of the team. But as I say, I feel my best available 10.
But Carla, for Hutchinson, they said he was the one who removed himself out of the team. So let we move on from Hutchinson. But everybody else, you can find me get your point, man. Me get your point. So continue. With Hutchinson, I just want to make sure people know say me I mislead people. So them say Hutchinson, him remove himself. And that's why JT Taylor call in and I say him no want to play for Jamaica anymore. Like him feel like him might try to dodge the cap. The tie to not can't have the ability to play for anywhere else, you know.
Yeah, but when I just say, I feel like at the time right now, fear. I say attack the coach. You see me? I say,
yeah.
Let's get behind the man and get on board with the system and give the man 100% support with what's really going on in the system. You understand?
Caller.
Man need everybody's strength to move forward. Yeah, man, I hear you. Go ahead.
Caller. would it have, do you think, had the coach given an explanation the same way the inference was drawn to Hutchinson removing himself as it relates to the reason for the selection of certain players? Because had he stated that let's use Mariappa, for example. In my mind, I would select Mariappa over King and Damian Lowe every day of the week. But let's say the coach gave a pronouncement that Mariappa's inclusion in the squad is by virtue of the need to have that seniority, that elder statesman to galvanize those who are coming in into a process that Mariappa seems to be ahead of others in learning. Because I believe that Mariappa's selection was before every other player, because the coach decides he's going to ride or die on this presence being his galvanizing tool. Would that have made a difference?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah. Let me answer, brother. Listen. Yeah, man.
Yes. Then that is the only premise on which I am questioning the squad that is selected, because that was not added to it. It leaves too much room for ambiguities and individual speculations, and that is my contention with the squad.
Yeah, but you know what this sound like, brother? You know, like when you go to the movie and you see a preview of the movie and you start balling and say the movie boring before you actually see the movie. That's why I say get on board. And I mean, I'm the coach, you know, brother. You see me, I say? And every decision they make, I go like. Get that? And everybody in pick, I go like.
And we can agree on that. But do you agree that in terms of my position, because here's what's true, you know. I believe some of these players who have been around the system, their international careers are going to end with Hal Grimson in a very quick space of time, maximum 2 years. That's my belief, because of how Hal Grimson has interviewed and profiled his philosophy that he wants to use to carry the team forward. I believe some of our favorite players' careers end inside 2 years with him.
Well, I'm glad you got this, because JD make a statement in a one I'm sure thing. But I remember about a week ago, a couple days ago, where he was saying, we have to remember, say, the Mexico game is not the World Cup squad, or is not the squad moving forward.
Facts.
So we cannot look on the and say, boy, look, we are going to pick player, say, a long distance run. He's picking players for the game, for this present moment, because it's a do or die situation.
And we agree on that.
Let Carla finish, Pastor. Continue, Pastor. Carla, finish.
It's not a 2 year thing. It's not a 2 year thing. He's looking at to say, why a 2 year down the road, we're going to pick player right now for 2 years down the road. He's picking players for this game. Hopefully, we can win this game. This is a do or die game, basically. That's what he's saying. If it's a World Cup squad, I have to say, okay, I pick after the game now for the World Cup squad to say, them would understand. He's picking players for this game. So he's going to go with seniority. He's going to go with the mindset, the maturity.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's going with.
Carl, I want to agree with you. You know why? Because I never really looked at that, you know. And,
me too.
Pastor. Let me talk now, Pastor. I'm begging you, please. Let me talk now, because you dominated. I don't even know if Marlon's still here. Marlon is still alive? Let me know. All right? But you brought something brilliant, Carla, because what you have shown us, or showed Pastor, is to say that, look at it now. The guy played 2 games with the other guys, them, right? So he got a chance to see those guys. And remember, the end goal is to qualify, if we can, against Mexico. All right, and also see more players as much as possible. So he never got a chance with his senior players because he was playing Argentina. Nobody will get a chance. They end up winning the damn World Cup. You get me? Something that we not dream of right now. We are trying to enter the World Cup. So that was not a real chance for him to see his players' true capability. So at this point, he has to go for seniority because you know why? I think he's an honest person. He knows that he's not going to go there and actually dominate position. So he's trying to go and equip with more experienced player. And that's what I was trying to say to Jamaica Guna earlier. Said that sometimes if you know what is out there, you can't just go to here and say that, oh, me I go back and be speculative, like me I go shoot from 50 yards out. You understand me? If you know say you have a better chance, you're going to pick who you think can give you the better outcome, even if it don't look like the best looking football. So I do agree with you, Adir. I do agree with you there.
Precisely, that's what I think.
I do agree with you there. Yeah, man, I do agree with you there.
That does not mean he's not, still considering Dujuan whisper down the road or others who don't get picked. But for this game, this is a do or die game. Basically, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, man. Good point, Carla. Big up yourself, yeah?
Yeah, man. Bless you.
All right, so we will link up, yeah? All right.
JD.
Pastor, hold on. Let me get the rest of calling, Pastor. Because like you want, we're still against the whole day, You're not get with it, I tell a peer war, me go war after this. Me I tell them, man, let's watch. Let me try and get the next call. Okay. We missed this call. Manchester United. I wonder if a ball occurred Think it's ball occurred at Manchester United. Wait. People, please smash the like, want to share and subscribe. All right, just to try to get the final call, so we can reason with Pastor a little more. All right, we missed this call. I guess he will call back. All right, so yes, Pastor, continue. Let me pull up this up on the screen. So I can
what the caller said a while ago about this squad being for this game, I'm in total agreement with. But people are missing, JD, the fact that all that I've taken liberty with, the coach and the squad, is within the confines of the definition of what the coach interviewed on and presented as his philosophy going forward and how he's going to work. And I'm saying that, and I have no intention of coming across as bashing the coach. I'm holding the coach responsible from day one. If we had done that with the other coaches, JD, we would not have been a part of so many failed campaigns.
Okay.
And I believe that we need to put things in perspective from day one and say, explain to us, you having said this, but this is what you are doing. And then there would be no speculation, no room for ambiguities and speculations and personal opinions. Because the truth and the fact is, the coach is the person in the position making the decisions. So what I'm asking for is an explanation, a balancing of what you presented over and against what you have done for this particular game. The coach did use a word, JD, in one of the interviews. He said, when we beat Mexico. So no matter who you see him pick, he might go to Mexico with the intention of maximizing the possibility of beating Mexico.
But Pastor, please go and watch him last interview before. I know you heard what he said the first time, but just go and watch his new interview, and then we can have the conversation. At least leave that for the next stream. You get me? So at least I give him a lean way, because maybe he said things maybe you never catch up. You never catch up with full enough because you never maybe watch the whole of this one and process it properly. So give him a little opportunity. All right? Yes, give him a little opportunity. Then you can fairly judge him based on the secondary set of statement that he has actually pulled up. All right, because you're blaming him on one, but no, maybe he gave you every point why he picked this and that player. You understand me? Because obviously we know that players were not selected, and I brought it to his attention from early via the YouTube space. that this man is looking for a call up. I say, if you want, he's available. Because maybe you thought that he was not available. So at least he got the information. He chose to do otherwise. And we have to just work with it. Stefan said, but JD, to be fair, the coach has said this multiple times in his press conference. People aren't listening to what the coach is saying. Okay, all right. So Stefan, you shall call in Stefan Big Boss. The coach said that you now listen. Okay, so people said the coach said what you said, Pastor. So all you have to do is go back and listen again for the new one. You're looking at the older statement. So follow up the new one so we can give him an opportunity. All right. So guys, give you your thoughts on the situation now. How confident are you in this squad to pull off something? Because the coach picked what he had. Let me go through the squad for you before we go anywhere. All right, so let me go through the squad because if my fella passed away there for the whole time. All right, so this is the squad that we have. Let me go through it. I had placed at 11, but let me go back through the 23 players. Amal Knight, Amari Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe, Dexter Lembekisa, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, John Russell, new addition to the CDM pool. Liam Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, Bobby Reid. Then we have Jamali Waite, Boyz Clark, one of the new addition in the keepers pool for the national team. This should be his first call-up. Adrian Mariappa, Javine Brown, Richard King, Kemar Lawrence, Kevin Lambert, Damario Phillips. After a good okay display, he got selected there. And no Hutchinson makes it easier. Chavante Stewart, Paris, and then Cory Burke with Jamal Lowe to finish it off. So what say you? What are you guys looking for? All right, you expect us to go out and win against Mexico? You think we have a realistic chance? The best thing we ever get against Mexico was draws in their backyard. They seems to be very, very strong at getting things done. And worst off, they have a new coach themselves, and they're trying to come out to prove a point. So do you think that we have gone through enough things to come out and prove a point against Mexico, or you're just saying you have to wait and see until you feel a better vibes in the future? Go ahead, Lanzi. I don't know if Marlon is still here because I'm not talking.
I'm there. I'm there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, Marlon.
Go, Marlon, go.
What we have to remember now, see, this coach is a very, very, very smart coach. He has taken down a lot of big football nation in his coaching career, right? And as he said, Iceland didn't have the talent that Jamaica have. So he sees something, we have to just trust him. He's the one who's evaluating the players, right? As I said, he knows to set up team to get a result. See, he sent England home from the Euros. He held Argentina in the World Cup. So he hold up Italy as well. But he's a coach who knows to get things done. Once the players are buying into what is putting out there, result is possible. We know that Mexico is a daunting task, but guess what? Before we used to go to Mexico, we used to have a trailer or a full of written down there. If you check the past visit that we're going on there, 2-1, right? 3-0, 0-0. I was at that game, right? When we could have won, we could have also lose because Donovan Ricketts was excellent, but we should have scored 3 goals. So it's not the fortress it was like before. I think that 0-0 draw that Jamaica went in and did 2012. 2013. It opened a lot of eyes for other person. I think in Concacaf, the nation that has gone and got the best result there is actually Honduras. Right? I think Costa Rica has come close. US got a couple draw there recently. So it's a possibility. And it all depends on, and if I think Mexico win against Suriname, they might come and play a more relaxed game. But if it's a draw in Suriname, or they should eventually lose in Suriname, because Suriname game is is a proving point again for the coach.
Yeah.
Right. But let's say still, once the players buy in, and every time I look at the Argentina game that he had one training session with, and you saw how organized they were, right? Until the genius came and separate them. So we just have to give him the support and see, because he go Cameroon, and you see who was on the field out there, and basically they put in a good performance. So the players also have to be intelligent, carry the coach's instruction, and they can be successful.
All right, all right.
Marlon,
Yes,
I like the way you say it. Again, I'm going to stay true to holding the coach responsible to what he says. I watched an interview when they asked him about this game against Mexico. The coach did not say if we win
When?
or if we draw. The coach said when we win against Mexico.
But Pastor,
This and
Pastor,
hold on.
you
Pastor,
realize
at that time, guess what? He was banking on having his number one goalkeeper and his top striker. So now,
Yes, I know. Yeah, yes. I believe so. I believe so. But watch this. I am not in any way, shape, or form discrediting the coach. What I am asking for, or what I ask for, is a balancing. And I'm saying this. I believe that with all that he has chosen, let me not use the word available, with all that he has chosen, in his philosophy, there is a clear blueprint that he's working with where he believes he can win in Mexico. He's going to play true to his philosophy where he's compact defensively. And based on the result, Mexico versus Suriname, if Suriname comes at us, I said this, JD, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Bailey with the hyenas nipping at his heel, the absence of Mikel Antonio.
Suriname, but Mexico, because we only have one game.
No. I said based on the results, Mexico versus Suriname.
Okay.
If Mexico comes at us, Bailey with the hyenas nipping at his heel, the absence of Mikel Antonio, has to finally put his face on the poster for Jamaica. Captain Jamaica is absent, so the poster boy needs to come forefront. He's going to score twice against Mexico. Or I expect him to come good and score twice against Mexico. Especially if Mexico comes at us. And Bobby Reid has to come from under that cloud of missing that goal that some people claim say that make we not got the World Cup. That is a lie.
well, the World Cup goal.
Yeah.
One of the best goals for Gold Cup history.
No, he scored the best goal in the Gold Cup, but he missed a goal in one of the World Cup qualifiers that they will not forgive him for.
He missed the same goal in the Gold Cup as well, too. But people just never remembered about that one.
The one game. But
Yes.
they're both against the US. They're both against the US.
Yes, the two of them against America. Yes. Yes.
So that's why I don't remind them about it.
Yes. So Bobby Reid, there's a point when you're just going to come out from under all of those clouds. I have a lot of respect and time for our coach, and any player that he selects, I will 100% support because of him job upon the line. But in all of that, don't expect me not to question and require certain things.
Pastor, but we don't have a problem with that. That is what we have here. That's the platform. That's the reason why we have this.
Yes.
And we have a call on the line. So do you think? Monitor.
So in wrapping what you asked, JD, I believe there's a great possibility that we're not just going to get a good result, but there's a great possibility that we beat Mexico in Mexico.
Okay. So let me bring in the great big bad Tennessee. All right. So Tennessee. Them beat you yesterday in the chat. So what you have to say today?
The man they can beat me like that, man, because if you're gonna beat me like that, you have to come up and defend your point.
All
No,
right.
we don't like that. But how can I phone pastor you? That's all like a loudspeaker, man.
I don't know, but I need to borrow his phone because this man's phone is great.
What? It's all like the policeman in loudspeaker. But I think it's a good squad, JD. The only couple people are surprised about are like Trevante Stewart and Philip, but I think it's a good squad though, and it's an experienced squad. I mean, think we can do well in Mexico. We don't know what is well, but we think we can do something. But it's a good squad, man, and just see, it don't matter which player it, we don't have consensus on who's supposed to be in our team because we know say right now if it's Lina put out for them squad, you got people on the comment section and say what happened to Redman for Arnett Garden, what happened to this man for Harborview. You understand? What happened to some schoolboy player? So
you couldn't stop.
I think we should you know, I serious lady, God, when you see them put up the thing in our papers, some young man say, like when Walter Boyd mash up Mexico. So me say, when that happened? Because Mexico beat 6-1 and Walter Boyd score 1 goal. So Walter Boyd mash up
The man them never know about the 6 goals. And the 1 goal Walter Boyd score alone them remember about.
Yeah, because I was
3-1.
Yeah, man, but because it's a good squad though, and then we should have the coach a chance to see what he can do. Because remember, say coach not to get to work with everybody again. So we still have to give him time to get to know the players them and work with them and work with and teach them.
So we should not even expect a win. We should just lead the coach, make him talk big, and go in there, try to just get a good, decent performance.
Yes.
Because that
Yes.
time,
Anybody
I
wise,
expect me not expect no winning.
Anybody-
Yeah, good performance. That's all, you know.
Jenny, anybody will expect win? Just as what football yesterday. You understand?
Well,
Them now
pastor,
watch football.
well, pastor, the pastor the same expect a win.
No, I did not say I expect a win. I said there's a great possibility that we win in Mexico because the coach is so clear and full in his belief in his own philosophy and what he has before him. So there's a great possibility that we win. I'm not expecting a win. I'm expecting the coach to be true to what he is presenting.
Pastor, before we start, because I did the great part right after I put back the video here, but I just started with the wrong line first. All right, go ahead, O'Neal. Jesus God, what is wrong with Pastor, man?
Pastor, if Pastor expect a win, Pastor, I'm going to take out in gramophone and ball it out over your stick stadium and let Mexican players them because me not say we shall win again as JD, but I don't expect it. You see me I say? If that happens, that's a bonus. And yet still, if we lose, we still don't cut sports. We still don't go talk and say, well, this man never go. And that's why, because I know some people are weird. They say, if we did try a player, this and that. But we know it's a lie, so we not go in that.
Yeah, but you ever notice look how lie funny? We know it's a lie, and we know a lie.
Yes.
But you ever realize the points that we them pick? The points that we cannot be proven. So you go there, so for the whole year a war with the same points, and them always pick them points there, but cannot be proven because you cannot do the Mexico game over again. We just see Trinidad. We just see Trinidad, you know. But yet still you have to say you're gonna do it in Mexico. Yeah, but yeah, me not follow the fight. Me not follow
I know, but if you make a big point like that, down in the comment section, you're supposed to come up and defend it with your own voice. That people can hear. Because right now, I believe Mexico, I think the harder to beat Mexico than to beat the US right now in the US. Is it?
Yeah.
Because remember say the man pressure.
Yeah, man, and them just get them new manager in, and that's why them pick up such a strong squad. So them just get the new manager.
Yeah, them under pressure too.
Mm-hmm.
the man has serious pressure with them people and the federation. Just like how we upset with federation, I just same way them upset with them federation. So be a corruption and kind of thing about.
Yeah.
So I say, just give the coach a chance. Give the man could breathe in room, feel do him. You understand? You can, because generally, me don't know, but me never see a time when Jamaica got Mexico, and me expect a win. You understand? Most you would have expected that draw. You know, if we can scrape through with that draw or something. But as me say, give coach time, make the coach building team. You understand? Nobody put too much pressure upon the man right now, we say. Even when people experience team, we say, well, you know, at least we can go out there and do something and things. But JD, right now, me not sure we are beat Mexico. If it happen, me really happy to see him achieve. But right now, me not expect it. See?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm going to know that squad is a good squad. You understand? Because me don't know. Because me, pastor them, I talk about the coach pick the best available players. You understand? But maybe this is the best available players to him still. So we can't question that. You understand? Because remember, you know, sometimes when the party go and behind the scene, we don't know about. We don't talk from the outside because we don't have no information. This is what I'm going.
That's true.
So we can talk from a visual point of view. We have to say, well, this man supposed to be in a squad because but we don't really know what going behind the scene. So all we have to do is give the man the time and so he can do. You understand?
Yeah.
Me now put no pressure on him in a match. If we get a draw, me feel good as the same way. If we get a win, it's a bonus.
Yeah, man.
So big up yourself, man. And big up Pastor.
Yeah. All right. Respect by Big Boss. All right. Thanks for calling. All right. That's a Neo. So, guys, we have come to the closing part, you know. So we are gonna make past the same final piece, and then we'll just chop it up. You know, get this video to 300 if you can. Yeah, and maybe we can sneak out one more video later, you know. Not sure still, but yeah, maybe we can do a shorter version video. But I think I want to rest a little bit more, you know, because I have to get up early in the morning. So I might just rest. But if I'm up doing other work, completing other things, then I will come back with the next video. But definitely smash the like button as soon as they come in. So, Pastor, give your final thoughts on it, because man's have to look food, you know, Pastor. Maybe cook some food.
All right, JD, I believe that it will be a win if we go to Mexico and the Hal Grimson philosophy is brought to bear on the field despite the result of the game. So if the coach can achieve showcasing his philosophy in any group of players that he puts on the field, that is selected to start or to is substituted in, if that is achieved, I will credit it as a win, no matter what the result turn out to be. I don't think Hal Grimson is going to lose by a greater margin than he lost to Argentina. I don't foresee that. We'll now get 3-0 from Mexico. And if Mexico come at us with the intention to do 3 or more goals, I already pointed out 2 players that is going to hurt Mexico. With that said, I want all of us within the fan base of the Jamaica national team to realize this. There is value in being critical of the coach, no matter how much you are in support of the coach. Because we should never again in Jamaica's history have a coach in charge of the national program which does not feel the gravity of the responsibility of the position. I don't want anybody to leave with the inclination or the belief that me being critical of the coaches selecting of these players mean in any way, shape, or form that the coach doesn't have my 110%. For those who would have looked in the chat, I gave the selection of the squad 55% in relation to what the coach said he's going to do. And I can understand people keep adding the appendage that this could be the best available players to him. Now, I will not do that because that was not what the coach said. So you can hold that as a position. That's good. I will go back, JD. You said I should watch the most recent interview because he would have covered the explanation that I'm asking for as it relates to this match and these players. I did not watch that last interview. I have not watched it yet. So I will do that. And for anything that I have charged him wrongfully because I did not watch that, the next stream I am on, I will point it out and the coach will have my public apologies, because we all must get behind, we all must support this team led by Hal Grimson. It is our only hope. We don't have nothing else to support.
You almost say you don't get behind Al Grimson and then you mash up the whole stream for the whole stream. But you never
You
said
don't know what I almost said.
All right. So yeah, man, take care, Pastor. Big up yourself. All right, we are shut up now. All right. So that is the great Pastor right here, guys. So yeah, thanks yet again for a very good stream, Mr. United. Massive respect for the $2 US. Thanks very much. Thanks everyone that hit the like button. Thanks everyone that shared. Thanks everyone that subscribed. Get us back to 20,000, but we can start by going to 5 and 6 and 7. So share it to a friend. The only difference is people have strong opinion, and I do brought everyone from different walks of the earth to come and talk. You know, once they're Jamaicans, they come here, at least in Jamaican relation things. But we normally do other things. We're going to talk about Suriname, Mexico, and the Imaxit channel soon. So you will get a good feel of what the other teams doing as well. So you can use that to measure your team as well. So thanks yet again, man. Massive respect, everyone. Yes, so just thump the like button, thump the subscription button, but turn the notification as well on once you subscribe. So once you are live, you get that message that you're looking for. Peace out. See you in the next one.